Hello, hello, hello. Hold on. Um, I think the mic settings got fucked again, so I should be fixing that in a jiffy. Hello, chat. Hello, hello. Hold on. Okay, that should be good, right? Okay. Mic levels seem to be okay. All right, chat. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are. Ooh, your last collab was awesome. I don't remember my last collab. What was my last collab? Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm curious. What did I do last time? I think I did. Oh. You mean with armchair? Okay. Yeah. You know what? I really feel bad about that. I really feel bad about the armchair collab because I forgot to promote it on my Twitter. Because I forgot to promote it on my Twitter because like I took a 1 hour. I was so tired from work and like preparing for a lot of stuff. So I took a nap, right? And then like I had to prepare like 5 minutes before the stream actually started to like get things rolling. So I truly just did forgot, and I feel bad about it. I want to apologize to Armchair, but I'm like I'm Superman. I'm kind of not really in the best moods these days because of stuff going on in my personal life. So I don't know if I should be apologizing to him or not. I don't know. Yeah, Tihi. I really am not in the best moods one of these days. Professional streamer DN. Well, yeah, and you're about to see even more professional streaming. And by the way, chat, I want you guys. I guess I'm gonna heavily promote this more on. I'm going to heavily promote this more on future videos and in future campaigns and in my future streams because I really want people, especially if you guys watch Twitch, to go over to my Twitch channel, DN Sagi, because when I debut my VTuber model eventually, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest, right? Okay. Um, RVG, clip this, okay? I'm gonna clip this. I record this right now or something. I need this to be like part of an announcement. When I eventually re-debut, it's not exactly a re-debut, but like show off my new model. I have all the intentions to actually be a lot more active on alternate channels where I actually do more stuff outside VTubing and on my Twitch channel for like streams aside from VTube stuff, because like Twitch is game focused. Yeah, Twitch in general will be stuff that's not related to VTubing. Let's say I just want to play games. Let's say I want to talk about stuff that's not VTubing related. I want to start an entirely new platform for that, and I think Twitch and another YouTube channel is going to be where it's at, because I feel like if I don't become a content creator outside YouTube, I don't become a content creator outside VTuber commentary. Um, it's how do I want to say this? It's just that I don't want to feel restricted to. I don't want to pigeonhole myself into just doing VTuber commentary. That's the thing, chat. Because I feel like I want to do more and I can do more. It's just that I'm Superman Hera when it comes to numbers. Like I'm not hitting the numbers that I half expected, and then I just give up or something. Yeah, you want to avoid getting Noxtaku, something like that. Yeah. You want to broaden horizons. That's exactly it. Yeah. The thing about Noxtaku, right, is because he's actually like super smart. Hold on. So as we know, oh yeah, hey, that's my video right there. This is actually an original video from this channel, by the way. Follow Sagi V2 for my highlight videos and like short videos. Anyway, as I was... Basically, you want to diversify your content. Yeah, exactly. Because here's the thing about Nux. Nux is still doing videos on his main channel, right? And it's like... Again, I don't know if it's typical, but like, it's his standard stuff. Standard content stuff, right? But then he's actually more active on his Nuxanor channel and on his Twitch, where he does like stuff like this. Now, granted, I'm not just going to be reacting all the time, and I'm not Nux isn't even reacting all the time either. But it's not that I want to copy his strat. I want to pull off the same thing he does, where he's actually just diversifying the bulk of his content. Kenji actually has something of the same. Kenji has a main channel, right? But he also has Kenji Plus, which is where he puts up his react channels, his news, and stuff like that. But then his actual channel is where he he does his streaming and his highlights and his and all that sort of shit, right? I want to do a pull off something like this. Yeah. Yo, why didn't you get a notif? I don't know. Maybe you can do anime reviews and analysis. It's not too far away from VTubing. So I actually do intend to do more than just that. I can do anime reviews and analyses. I can do media reviews and analyses. I can cover games and hentai especially. I feel like, okay, so I'm gonna get into that later because I will be talking about a lot of the stuff that's going on with a Donothon, basically, right? And that's pretty much my way to go. Because chat, here's the thing. If I'm gonna be honest, I'm like super burnt out right now. Which is why somebody recommended this on Discord. We're gonna watch Mari's like video about social media and burnout because I'm suffering this severely heavily right now. And the more I think about it, I'm burnt out not because I do content online. It's because I'm doing the same sort of content online over and over and over again. Yeah, I may change the topic, but the process of doing it, the way I do it, nothing is changing. This is why I kind of have to commend False ID. Because like, brother, False has been doing these videos in a minute, right? In a fucking minute. For 2 whole years. Every other day or something, he uploads a videos doing nothing but covering VTuber news. That is it. And right now, me and False personally don't talk. But I think the reason why he's not really active on YouTube anymore, like uploading the stuff that he uploads with the frequency that he does, is because of burnout. Yeah. Billy is on fire again. Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna... Yeah, maybe I'll talk about that briefly for now. But yeah. False is also tired. Yeah, we're all kind of tired, chat, honestly. I don't know if anyone else is tired, but I'm personally tired. I feel like after, like... You know how everybody was, like, farming Nijisanji content back then? In, like, 4 months ago? Right? 4 months to, like, since February? I feel like after that, like, gold mine was over, after everything was done... Everybody just kind of wants to relax, and I feel like relaxing after a time like that is a bad move, because that's when views are like high, right? So when views are high, even if it's not the sort of content that your new prospective fan base wants to see, I feel like there are like a special small minority that will stick with you and will just do whatever you're doing. Right? I think that's what you do. I feel like when you ride that wave, you need to take advantage of it. It's just that when you do, the burnout is something that you're gonna have to fight really, really fast. You need to not be complacent. Yeah. Complacency kills growth. Exactly. Is the thumbnail the VIP art for your new model? It looks very cute. Yes, I'm going to show it. I'm going to show you the full art later. I know that feel too, Dian. After doing a month of streaming, I decided to make playthroughs of games I like to spice things up. Yeah. Basically, I still do, chat, here's the thing, don't get me wrong, okay? I still like doing VTuber commentary. I still like doing all of that stuff. I still like covering lore, VTuber lore, and all that sort of shit, but I want to do more than that. I want to do more. Yeah. Even if it's like, even if it doesn't get me that much views, even if it doesn't get me, you know, I feel like at the end of the day, I have to pivot in some way, right? Because I was listening to my Nijisanji ID video, right? And, you know, yeah, I got my ass beat on Twitter for that, but the more I think about it, why? I feel like I was scared of having that happen to me as well. And it's gonna happen. Eventually, I'm also gonna stagnate and quote-unquote fall off. But if I'm gonna do that, I might as well, like, fucking kick and scream into doing it, you know? I'm not gonna sit here and let myself be burnt out from this content creating stuff. I don't want to get complacent. That's what Nijisanji did for Nijisanji ID. They just like coasted around the success. I don't want to do that. Yeah. So, you know, I want to diversify as early as now. Because I feel like, oh God, there's so many things I'm thinking about, chat. So many things. But I feel like, yeah, I guess that's it. Your Niji ID is very good video. How do I want to say this? Yes and no, because okay, here's the thing. I did have a Niji ID fan reach out to me and give me pointers as to what I could have said in that video. We actually got into a Discord call so I can improve and understand why Nijisanji fans were upset. And and I enlightened that guy, right? Because he came off very respectful and all that sort of stuff. And a lot of the things that he said did make sense to me. Even though I said generally nothing wrong in that video, right? The impression that any Nijisanji ID or people that are in the know would get is that I only watch clips. And no, that's not the case, right? I don't just watch clips. I used to fucking watch Nijisanji ID beyond just Hanamakia. But that fact did not come across in my video. And he told me breakdown by breakdown, every single minute, why it came off that way. And I was like, okay, thank you for this pointers. I gave him like $20. I gave him like $20 for his services because I really need that. I really need that. I need people that can actually just watch my video, point out what I did wrong or the things that I did get right, why the reaction are the way they are, and help me improve, because I feel like there's a lot of profound shit I heard from that call that I will be applying to my future videos. Yeah, So thank you for that question. Thank you for that, Margarita. At the very least, right? The broad strokes of that video did come across, but not necessarily the details. And in my defense, right? I know people come to me for details, but somewhere along my content creating journey, I stopped adding details to a lot of my videos. Like I cut off a lot of unnecessary, quote unquote, unnecessary fat. And you know what? That call with that person made me realize that, because I always got the impression that nobody wants to hear the details, right? Nobody. Well, no, okay, not nobody, but like most people do not want to hear the details. Most people actually just prefer like short and concise and broad stroke type of stuff when it comes to their commentary. They really do. That's what I've discovered, and that's what's been happening to me for like over the past few months. Actually, you know what? I think it's been happening for over a year, and that really woke me up. So I appreciate that. Excuse me. Bro, $20, isn't that a month's rent? No, a month's rent is $150. Yeah. The algorithm doesn't want details. That too. The algorithm definitely does not want details. Because if you add in too much details, the runtime becomes way higher. And if the runtimes becomes way higher, that would mean lower retention rate. So it's hard. It's genuinely hard. Yeah. Where the fuck is rent 150? $150? I live in the Philippines, so it tracks. Yeah. In any case, that's what I intend to do. I'm going to react to this video from Mari later, because I also I saw this, I was browsing through Discord the other day, and I felt like, hey, you know what, maybe this could help. Yeah. Green Mage, I live in the Philippines, so it's like, teehee. Hey man, my advice to any like content creators that content creators that have really decent a job online that you can do that you can do work from home, and you're not necessarily attached to the place that you are, move to Southeast Asia, bro. Yeah. Armchair was very appreciative of your collab. I can guarantee he won't mind you forgetting to tweet. He'd be a good source on communication and advice. Yeah. Exactly. If you want to include more details, maybe narrow the overall point you are trying to argue and include more facts and timelines. So that is actually one of the criticisms that guy gave me. Right? Like I talked about Nijisanji, I talked about like the consequences of Nijisanji. I talked about the merge of Nijisanji Indonesia, right? And the overall like broad stroke consequence of that is that it led to the eventual collapse of the branch, right? Like everybody was just leaving. But then that guy said, to make it a little more personal and to like have a greater weight into the happenings, why should I should add details? Certain songs were cancelled. Certain projects while they were in production were cancelled. You know, stuff like that. Add in clips where the talents actually did talk about their feelings. Some of them are like paywalled behind memberships, but like try to find instances where they did at least hint about it. And I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense, because if I add that stuff in, it's more personal. And to the people that are in the know, they would actually appreciate like the details. The fact that this one VTuber was looking forward to this one song or what this one group song collab, and then it got cancelled. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Like you would think that it's the sort of feeling where you thought, why didn't I think of that? Like, damn. Yeah. The rent in Taiwan is around $250, but there are deposits required. Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ. Sadly, on this point, we are going to the streamers of 2-hour-long videos, essays, and 15 seconds of screenshot shorts of you laughing. Okay, so here's the thing. The right opinion. So generally, I like the right opinions content. And part of the reason why I actually decided to like cut off a lot of the details about his videos is because I preferred his shorter videos, the one that are under an hour. Eventually, it become longer and longer and longer. And I realized, right, the reason why it's longer is because there's a lot of unnecessary shit in there. Yeah. In general, people just really want it to be cut to the chase. They don't want to hear the details. Yeah. And anyway, yeah, that's basically it around the Nijisanji ID stuff. I understand that a lot of people are upset, but like, you know. He's more drama / commentary, whereas you're in a very niche industry. I mean, my niche is still drama and commentary, but circled or like concentrated within the VTuber niche. Have you seen the Nijisanji stock? Well, I mean, I suppose it's bouncing back, right? This looks very stable, in my opinion. Or, okay, 1 month. Okay, so they recovered a little bit after June. Okay, good for you, Niji. Good for you. Oh, Q4 report, I mean. Okay, yeah, I did see that, but like, I don't know. I feel like I did not want to jump on that train anymore because I feel like, how do I want to say this? I feel like the Nijisanji Q4 reports was not as bad as a lot of people expected. And I told you guys from the get-go, I told you guys from the get-go, right? I was betting a lot of money. Well, I didn't actually bet any money, but like I was betting that it's not going to be as bad as a lot of people thought it was. And you know what? I was right. I was right. Like, okay, look, chat, here's the thing. Hold on. We can make a lot of memes about how EN did not do well, right? Hold on. Nijisanji Q4. We can make a lot of like stuff like that as, oh god. Salvi, do you have a shorter video about the Q4 stuff? Okay. Okay, who actually has a shorter video? But anyway, as I was about to say, I'm gonna assume that you guys have seen this. I've seen the Q4 results, and it's not as bad as a lot of people thought, and I've called it. You know why? Because JP still does well. A lot of people were doom posting about how it's going to be bad, but no. Yeah, EN was kind of bad, but overall, no, it was not that bad. It wasn't like the drop off was still not that bad. Yeah. What happened to rejuvenate EN ID game anymore? I have no idea. I don't know how to rejuvenate Nijisanji. Okay, yeah, Rev has a video on it. That's good. Hold on, let me see. Rev, I'm gonna react to your video. Oh, I'm not gonna react to your video. I'm just gonna see.
Hey, what's up, guys? Rip here.
The overall stuff. Okay, this is Q3. Oh wait. I mean, this is not like, come on. I know we hate Nijisanji, but I don't think this is as disastrous as a lot of people think it is. You know. But then again, I am very dumb when it comes to numbers. So maybe it is actually. Like maybe I am fucking stupid. You know? Yeah. EGN is a long-term investment and a color is not willing to take. We'll see. We'll see. Nijisanji has a track record of erasing branches that are no longer profitable, so it's like, you know, and Nijisanji is not a stranger to not keeping, is not a stranger to like breaking their promises. So who knows really? We'll see. We'll see. Remember the market scare of the numbers and the excuses to care or not about it. Yeah. I don't understand how there are trans VTubers that have female designs, but their voice is like male like Rev. Maybe you're talking about Babi Nikus. So Babi Nikus is like a thing in the industry that has been a thing for a long time in this industry, where like you have very cute VTuber models, but then the fucking voice behind it is like a male. And that's gonna be what's gonna happen to me. Well, not really. I'm gonna be the puppet behind it, but like my avatar is going to be a really hot female. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna flash it a little bit, chat. I'm gonna flash it a little bit. Bow bow. Yeah, you can hear the bow bows, right? Oh, did you see it? Did you see it? ADK man, 22% lost in Niji EN revenue looks like a shamble for me. Yeah, but that's Niji EN. We're talking about Nijisanji as a whole, right? Porcelain made cup. Yeah, Jowo comes to mind as well. No? Yeah. We're going to look at that later. God. It's so fucking cool. Hold on. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to go to Rentry. Okay. So, okay, chat. So before we actually, I know some of you guys are interested in seeing what the new model looks like, and I am interested. Bro, my model is super fucking hot. It's cute and hot at the same time. So I feel like, oh God, I can't wait to re-debut. But the thing is, I don't think I'm gonna re-debut until like maybe late July, and the reason why, right, is because I'm gonna have a surgery on around the 18th or 20th of next month. And I'm already fucking eating shit with a lot of money. Bro, I'm gonna be so broke next month and this month. I have to spend this entire month and next month eating cup noodles or something. Because one, I'm moving to a new apartment and the down payments that I had to pay was extremely fucking rough. Two, I have this surgery that, bro, I have a surgery that should have costed me only $1,000 this month. I say only. Okay, I say only because the original price was $1,800, and because there was like a special event discount in this month, right? Like a half year event, half year discount special promo thingy. It's $800 fucking off, chat. $800 off, and next month I'm not gonna catch it anymore. No government healthcare or insurance, so I'm insured with like PhilHealth, and PhilHealth does not cover eye surgeries. That's why I'm actually starting to. I've always thought that insurance was a scam, but after hearing that they won't cover my shit, I feel, oh yeah, no, they really are a scam. Like, oh my God, like, far be it for me to like call everybody out and like generalize all insurance companies for being a scam, but I feel like I'm being scammed. My mom is paying like a shit ton of money every month to get this shit, and I can't even use it. What is this? Should surgeries have promotion discount? So it's different when it's like, okay, so I guess, okay, maybe I misled you a little bit. So the surgery I'm gonna have is the refractive surgery. Like my eyes are just gonna be better. It's not necessary. But because I have very bad eyes, and to give you an example as to how my eyes are, to give you a context as to how my eyes are bad, my glasses are around 2 inches thick. Oh, thank you, Paton. Hello. Hello, thank you so much. for the gifted subs. Yeah, everybody thank Paton. But anyway, yeah. My eyeglasses are 2 inches thick. The actual glass itself, the lens, they are 2 fucking inches thick. That's how bad my eyes are. I guess if we were to like, I don't know how the West like measures their grade, their eye grade, but in here in the Philippines, we call it grade. So my eyes have like 100 grade, 1,000 grade. I mean, it's super super bad. Like when I take it off, everything is a blur unless it's like what 5 inches close to my face. I'm putting my hands like 5 inches to my face and it's clear. The moment it's in 7 inches, it becomes blurry immediately. So, yeah. It's not necessarily, I don't necessarily need to have this surgery, but because it's like a very bad genetic defect that I've had from my dad. Fuck you, dad. Well, not really. But like, you know, it's bad. It's inconvenienced me my whole goddamn life. Yeah. It was similar to me, Dian. I have around 600 grade on my left, but I have 100 on my right. Bro, I have 1,000 on my left, 800 on my right. So I feel like in a way it's not necessary, but to me it is. And I'm about to bust a shit ton of money. Bro, I lost so much. I'm losing so much money, bro. I feel like because I just did my Donothon like 2 months ago, and I'm earning more money from YouTube more than I ever did back in 2022 and 2023. I should be fucking feasting. I should be, like, my quality of life needs to improve, but no. Every month, for some reason, I'm always broke. I'm always goddamn broke. Yeah. He needs to have proper insurance from an HMO. I don't know. I'm really discouraged. Won't you not be able to see while your eyes are recovering? Yes. So that was actually a problem that I've discussed with them, because I told them my job requires me to look at the screen for a long time, and they said, sorry, can't do anything there. You need to like rest for at least 2 weeks. Because the surgery that's being recommended to me is a trans PRK. Oh look, I even like Googled it beforehand. Look. Yeah. Look, chat, this is how paranoid I am. Are you seeing my search results? Trans PRK versus LASIK. Trans PRK complications.
Surgery is a scam everywhere. The only worst scam is donations.
Thank you, Allegraza, fucking showing off his cock again. Oh my god. Thank you. At least you're covering my rent for next month. Jesus, okay. Phew. Don't need to think about rent next month then. Thank you so fucking much, brother. Thank you so much. Do you have a spreadsheet on your finances? Yes, Watu Deal, I do. Jesus fucking Christ. How is it different from LASIK? Okay, I guess we can see here. So I guess, yeah, I guess here it is. Advanced ablation, blah, blah, blah. No cutting to create a flap. Nothing. So trans PRK is a laser, but I'm just gonna regurgitate what my eye doctor told me. So a trans PRK is basically like laser, where they just like, I don't know, fuck over my thing, like reshape my cornea to make my eyes see better. But as a result, there's like a very long recovery time, like at least a week, and it takes entire months to actually fully recover. So for 1 week, apparently, my eyes are gonna hurt like a motherfucker, and I'm not gonna see well, is what they said. Especially after the first and second day, that's apparently when my eyes are really going to hurt. I cannot touch a fucking PC during that time, which is painful, right? Bro, 2 weeks off of the internet is like huge to me. It is, because we're in like everything. There's a lot of shit that happens in VTubing and in the internet. So if I miss like 1 day, you know how that meme where, okay, I'm not gonna explain the meme, but it's big. Yeah. But LASIK is apparently like they just cut off something in my tissue, cut off a tissue in my eye, and then my vision is the effect immediately clears out. But then, like, you know, apparently it's more prone to infections and all that sort of shit if I don't take care of it, and the eyes are gonna be drier. Whatever. This is what they recommended to me, apparently, because of my relatively steep eyes or whatever. Yeah. Again, thank you, Allegraza. You're fucking huge, brother. Thank you so much. You're like Rima and my like whales. Can't you do one eye at a time? No, I can't, because that would fuck me over. I'd have to wear an eye patch, and I don't know if I want to do that with my depth. Don't worry, Dian, blind people exist. True. All I can say, I guess, is it could be worse, I guess. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to rapid fire a shit ton of scripts and videos and send them to my editors. But at the same time, I'm debating on actually not doing that because, like, the quality, the audio, not audio, the quality of the next videos would probably tank a bit. And I'm like, oh god, I don't know if I want to do that, right? Especially since I got like really great advice from that one ID fan to improve my videos. So it's like, oh god, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. But I don't know, depending on how it goes, I guess. I think you're gonna do some grinds and spread the upload. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have to. I have to spend clock in the hours, I guess. Yeah, I saw the Mikaneko stuff. I saw the Mikaneko stuff, like posting something in Spanish. I don't know why the Spanish community was up in arms around. Well, I don't know if they were up in arms, but they were definitely shocked. I don't know why though. Like, apparently the script is a little too similar to Waktor, but yeah. Do some of the easier videos. Yeah, that's actually one of the things that I've talked about with my friends. Like, what if I just talk about simpler videos? Like, what if I just talk about hags or something? Like, that's easy. That doesn't need too much research. That just needs a lot of, like, knowledge within the culture, That's not necessarily something that needs me to go out, You should have your editors clip parts of your videos into cliffhanger shorts that have the link to the full videos in their descriptions to get more engagement. That's gonna be something I'm actually also thinking about too. Yeah. I don't know. Probably gonna do, shorts are probably gonna be what I'm gonna do or something. I have no idea yet, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. I pretty much have to force myself to figure it out. Always has been, but yeah. Anyway. Oh my god! Thank you!
Another one for you. Wish you the best of luck with the surgery.
One happy. Thank you. Oh my god, you guys are so generous. Oh my god. I'm actually about to fucking cry. Can I watch? Okay, chat, can I watch like Inside Out 2? Because I feel like I've always wanted to watch, and I've kind of wanted to watch Inside Out 2, but because like finances are like kind of fucked up this month, I considered not doing it anymore. But I feel like maybe I should, Fuck. Anyway. Okay. Okay. No, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm holding it together. I'm holding it together. Thank you so much, the one happy knee. Maybe I should watch it. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah. Teehee. Alright, that derailed my thoughts for a bit. Anyway. You go, Dian, you good? Thank you, one happy knee. No, I'm not gonna cry. Not yet. Look, I'm not gonna cry on stream for a fourth time. Did you guys know that I've cried on stream on my channel for like 3 times already? One when I covered the Sayu situation, one 2 years ago when I did my apology, and one is on memberships when I started crying about like how I feel bad about not providing enough content or something. I forgot the third reason, but yeah. Thank you so much, chat. Yeah. I remember 2 of them. Yeah, the third one was in my memberships, so yeah. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so let's talk first about you cried over Sayu. Not really. It's more like I resonated really well. I resonated with the situation around what happened to Sayu. Like, oh my god, the last Tenda, thank you for the gifted memberships. Holy goddamn Christ. Thank you. Holy. You guys are pretty chill today, chat. Enjoy the movie and cry there. Thank you to X Shorty. Yeah. So the reason why I cried over the Sayu situation is that I resonated really well with how, like, she got blacklisted from a lot of parts in the industry, how a lot of stuff that was out of context was taken, how it like ruined her potential avenues to make content, it ruined her connections, it ruined the reason why she wanted to become a VTuber and want to be a content creator, all sorts of stuff. And I resonated with that very well because That I also felt that way back then. But anyway, yeah, let's not like talk about the past a little too much. Anyway, I heard that 100 is more valuable in the Philippines than in America. You've heard right, noob in the horizon. You've heard right. You've heard absolutely right. $100 is enough for like 2 to 3 months worth of groceries if you live alone. But anyway, yeah, chat. Thank you for the last. Thank you last. The last stanza. Tenza rather. So anyway, so let's start. How do I want to see this? Okay, so here the things that I needed to do on my Donothon, right? Like the stuff, the promised stuff. Oh my God, the last Tenza again. The fat fucking donos. Jesus goddamn Christ. Jesus Christ, my brother in Christ. Thank you so much, man. I don't know how to respond to kindness, chat. I'm rarely treated with kindness, so I don't know how to respond to it. But over the past few months, everybody has been super generous, and I freeze up whenever it happens. When I get like large donations, yeah. I don't know. The man is goated with the sauce. Exactly. Jesus, 2 whales are in war. Imagine though, right? That's what happened to Rima's stream the other day too. Think he's going to make you. He's trying to make you cry again. No. Look, I'm past the side. Like I kept it in. These tears are not coming out anytime soon. Yeah. Hello, DN. Did you watch the new music video of Hollow Promise? Yes, I did. And I thought it was cute, and I like it. I'm not gonna watch it right here though, because obvious reasons. I don't want to get yellow dollar signed and have fucking Cover Corp knocking on my channel. Anyway, the stuff that I needed to upload for my videos. Okay, so this is like a version 2 of my membership stream that I have like a month ago. Yeah, knowing that you're happy is good enough for us. Aw, thank you, one happy knee. 6 emotes. Make a Pornhub account. Shut up. Thank you, Mitclax. Thank you. I'm not gonna shut up. I'm a yapper. Thank you. Thank you so much, brothers. Recreate 1 big video. Recreate 2 big videos. Oh, small videos. Is it wrong that I find Ollie exotically sexy? Is it because of like the stitches around her and like the potential of fucking a corpse? Hisker, thank you for the donation, super chat. Thank you. No man, thank you. Thank you so much for the donos, everybody. Even though there's like only a few of you. Hold on. Future cooking stream. Apartment tour video. Look, Dian, if Shiori enters and drops a fat one too, I'll do a drug again like I did for Rima that day. Yes, I did last Tenza Allegraz and Shiori Novelite fan art. Aw, heck yeah. Thank you, Shira CLD. Take care of your eyes, or take good care of your eyes, fam. It might eat your brains due to proximity. Ah, God, how much did I earn? How much super donos did I earn today? Like outside the memberships, fucking 300. Oh yeah, fuck. That's 2 months worth of rent. I think it's her personality. Personality, huh? Well, yeah, actually, you know what? I understand that very well. I understand the sexual appeal of very energetic people. Because like the gap moe, the sensual gap moe, when they're in bed, the imagination there is pretty fucking wild. By the way, is Indonesia actually banning Twitter? I mean, Indonesia fucking banned PayPal, so I feel like, that's gonna be something that, I mean, to be fair, the Philippines also talked around banning Facebook because it worked in China, is what she said. Not what they said, is what that one governor said. It's pretty weird. Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess that's not just a Southeast Asian thing. Like America and like and Europe also makes like weird laws. But some of these laws just don't make sense. Like, why would Indonesia ban Twitter? Like, what's the reason, right? Is it because of quote-unquote misinformation? Because I feel like if it's for misinformation, they should just ban Facebook instead. I feel like Indonesia, I feel like in Indonesia, Facebook is bigger. But that's just me being a tourist and not actually knowing. Cord with a P. So they're banning porn. The reason they're banning Twitter is because they're banning porn. Well, I suppose that makes a lot of sense. Hold on. Okay, karaoke stream. NSFW art. Okay, merch. Okay, Indo government are very touchy about. Yeah, they are. That's what I've heard as well, especially because like the Philippines and in Indonesia are not too different of a country's chat. Like, how do I want to say this? They're very conservative. They're very, very conservative. Reddit is also banned a year. Oh my god, bros. Anyway, let's talk about this for a bit. All right. So, I can't show you a lot of the I can't show you a lot of the stuff. Oh my god, Metal Gear Flaccid just when I was about to start. Thank you. Keep it rolling, yo. Thank you, Metal Gear Flaccid. I remember you. And I think you're actually, were you one of the people that were, yeah, I think you are. Like one of the people that's going to receive like a special thingy. But anyway, yeah. So let me just break this down one by one. Again, a lot of the updates I can't actually show you guys because they're, you know, that thing where artists and their clients have to not talk about the stuff that they're working on until it's actually finished. Like a client, something, a customer client confidentiality stuff. I feel like in a weird way, it applies also to artists. And I have no idea why, but the fact that it's there means I have to respect it, right? Anyway, so for 6 emotes, I've also told my my members this, but it's going to be 10 emotes. 10 emotes. Okay, 20 emotes in total. So I actually improved a lot of this for you because I had a lot of extra budget remaining over. 10 emotes for Puppet and 10 emotes for Sagi model. Rabbit model. So that's a lot of emotes. I feel like you guys are gonna have fun with that, especially when you like having fun with your emotes. Make a Pornhub account, right? Oh, thank you, yo man. By the way, I'm surprised you didn't mention Mika in your Niji ID video. I was expecting a commentary of how some people assumed she was Niji EN at first. Yeah, so that was actually cut content. I cut that a lot. I cut that out from my original script because in my original script, I went into an entire tirade about how like Bonnie, Mika, and Hana Makia were pretty much the reason people even knew of Niji X ID. I mean, obviously, if you're like an oldie, right? If you watched fucking VTubers and Niji ID since 2020, you would know that's not the case. But you have to understand, a lot of people, most people came to Nijisanji in 2022 and 2023. And not many people were even aware that Niji X ID existed. They were aware of the names, but they didn't know what Niji X ID meant for Nijisanji and for the culture, right? So I made this entire tirade about Mika, Bon, I'm just gonna call her Bonnie, right? Bonnie and Hannah, but I decided to scrap it because I felt like it felt like I was derailing the point of the video a little too much. And I feel like the more I think about it, maybe I should have included that. You know, some extra details to hone in on the tragedy, drill in the tragedy. But yeah, again, there was a lot of cut content on the actual video chat. Yeah. Jokes aside, I can see that Pornhub account will be used to talk about adult content without any kind of censor, with examples and stuff. That's pretty interesting. Yes, but instead of Pornhub account, I will make a Fansly account. And in that Fansly account, I will have hentai reviews, hentai watch-alongs, hentai, or like lewd games, That is what I'm gonna do with this. Yes, 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 yes. And I'm going to have so much fucking fun with this chat because I will also be covering a lot of hentai animations. Jakada, I'm gonna fucking spam Jakada's content, man. I will. Holy shit. I'm not gonna go. It's not gonna be a goon session though. I'm not gonna. I mean, maybe as a meme, it kind of is. Oh my god, the last. Oh my god, the last. Oh my god, bro. I don't know. Tenza, what is. Thank you for the 100 CAD. I don't know how much that is in USD, but thank you so much. Spencer Howard. Turns out VTuber fans also like sad boys too. I might disagree with some on political shit, but we all agree that you're a passionate and caring content creator who deserves success and happiness. Thank you, Spencer. And again, thank you, Last Tenza. Bro, watch out your monies, bro. I don't know. Take care of your money. I don't know. I feel like I'm being spoiled right now. Why am I being spoiled? Alegraza, with the fucking fat 50 gift subs. Holy shit! Everybody in this goddamn stream is a member to me now. Well, I guess that's okay, because I do intend to have a members only stream like somewhere along in the next month, just talking about some stuff that's been going on. So I feel like, thank you. Holy fucking Chad fight. Whale war. Whale war indeed, brothers. Whale fucking war indeed. Hey, Geminix. Pandora Pan is not getting a membership. Imagine. I'll praise the CEO of Hentai. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Rue Shady, thank you. Okay, hold on. Derailed a little bit. Koro, watch along would be fire, right? Exactly. Yeah. The girth of these two are massive. Yeah, man, they're like fucking coming and spraying all over the place. Look, brothers. I guess you can come a lot when I actually make my re-debut and show off the model, because that shit is worth. Would you ever do rating/giving advice VTuber design submissions? Would you ever do rating/giving advice? No, I feel Roxy XOX. Here's the thing, I did study art and I do know how to make a lot of art, but I'm not really well versed in art to actually give advice on anything related to character design and stuff. Which is why I'm actually surprised. Chat, did you know the most disliked video that I have was my tier list on like the Holo Live costume stuff? And like, I wanted to get it out there that the reason why that video was just more so for fun than like having any objective truth is that I like what I like, Yeah. Wait, you do art? Well, not really. I just know about them. I'm relatively decent, I guess. Yes. But what about with chat? Of course I'm gonna fucking do that with chat. Like, watch hentai with chat, yes. Again, though, thank you, everybody. Thank you. Okay. Recreate one big video. For this, I actually... Coco video. So, I will do a Coco video, chat. I will do... Review debut. A review debut would... Okay, I keep getting derailed. Chat has a lot of interesting things to say tonight. So, a debut review is actually a good idea. Because I know my fair share of VTuber debuts, right? I do. But I feel like that would be interesting. Because I have analyzed VTuber debuts, which one will do well, which one will captivate the audience, and which one is like your average run-of-the-mill standard forgettable VTuber debut, and which ones were terrible, down to a goddamn science. So I feel like that would be something that I would do if a lot of people are interested in it. Interesting. I'll keep that. Hold on, let me list that down. I'll keep that in mind. Corona debut, S tier? Yeah, man. That was such a disastrous debut. Anyway, so for this, right? I made a poll as to what one big video I was going to make. And the winner was the Coco video. And this keeps getting cancelled. Well, not really cancelled. More like re-edited and reformatted and like re-scripted. You know why? Excuse me. because so much things are happening in China right now, in Bilibili, in all sorts of places. And like I keep struggling with the direction I wanted to take this thing. There were also with some issues with the editor fucking bailing on me, and I had to find a new one to finish his work. But I feel like it's actually a good thing. I feel like it's actually a good thing that a lot of things keep happening because, as we all know, right? Bilibili is pulling off some interesting stuff right now. Hey, Andre, yes, recently Hololive could come back on Bilibili. Yeah, that's why it might be interesting that I delay the Coco video a bit more because there's an interesting arc that's happening right now with a Hololive comeback, and I want to see the conclusion of that arc before I make that video. Because at this point it's no longer going to be a Coco video. It's going to be a Hololive and China video. A Hololive China, yeah, a Hololive and China, not Hololive China. Yeah. So I feel like, that would be much more interesting. I would do a lot more than just regurgitate the story that everyone already kind of knew. Yeah. So that's good. It's actually kind of good that my editor bailed on me, and like there's a lot of stuff that's going on. Yeah. So recreate 2 small videos. Yes. So the first video that won the poll was the VShojo video, and this was done. I had a new video, as you can find earlier on. It's called the Redemption of VShojo, which was the remake or the update to the VShojo video. And the next was the Ina back meme video. But I'm going to change this. I'm going to update this into an Ina video overall. Like not just talking about the meme around Ina, but like why somehow Ina always gets the best artists, because I feel like the thing about Ina is that she has an interesting little. Oh my god, thank you Allegraza again. Stop showing off your cock, man. You're gonna make a lot of people in the chat like super insecure now. And thank you Mark R. No PayPal, but best wishes for you getting your eyes fixed. Yeah, man, thank you so much. It's okay. Look, I don't need the donations. I'm sure I'm gonna find a way somehow, but I appreciate all of this, chat. Again, part of the reason that I do lose money a lot of months is because I actually lose money on my videos now. Yeah, like my videos do not really earn that much. It's the bulk of my income comes from super chats and like donations and stuff. I want to change that in the future, by the way, which is why I intend to not just cover VTuber commentary stuff, but diversify my content. Because I don't want you guys to I don't want to take advantage of your guys' money, you know? Because if I rely on your donations for my income, for the bulk of my income, I'm gonna feel really bad. Because I don't like taking money if I'm not providing value in return. I joke about how I'm a big asshole, you know, and that I'm not a quote unquote good person. But at the very, some people may agree with that. Some people may disagree. But the one thing that I am not is I'm a scammer. I do not absolutely want to be a scammer. But yes, I don't want to live my backs off you guys' donations. You know, I don't want to rely and take advantage of your kindness. So eventually, I plan to actually just have at least get the bulk of my income from like sponsors and stuff. Because chat, big streamers like Asmongold, Charlie, Pokimane, stuff like that, big sponsors and big VTubers, the bulk of their income comes from merch and sponsors. It's really only the small to mid-income streamers that rely on donations. But at the same time, right? VTubing is an industry that is very donation and donation reliant. Which is why capturing relatively older gentlemen is like the strat for a lot of these. Okay, fuck, I'm gonna save all of this for like my hag video because I already had that hag chat. I already have the hag video scripted and like I'm about to send it to an editor. But yes. Asmon hasn't turned on ads for years. Yeah, and for some reason that guy is still a multimillionaire. It's exactly. Like Allegraza, for example. like, flexing his cock all the time. But come on, man, I don't want you and your wife worrying over us, Jesus. Go get some Raid Shadow Legends sponsor. Yeah. I actually did play Raid Shadow Legends when I got sponsored by them multiple times. I actually, to a certain extent, I actually did kind of sort of enjoy the game before I started. And I didn't even... Okay, I'm not gonna turn this into a Raid Shadow Legends ad. Anyway, yeah, Tihi. Was it actually good? Depends on what you're looking for in a video game, I guess. Yeah. The end, I wouldn't worry about Tenza or I were set. Holy shit. Is Tenza your wife or something? Your brother? What's going on here? Is this like some orchestrated fucking attempt to make me cry? What is this? Jesus. Yeah. Anyway. Oh yeah, how's your HSR account? I have not injected any money on my HSR account for a long time. Yes. I miss the Stranger to Drama and Haters ad breaks. Bro, the reason why the Stranger to Drama and Haters is dead is because I no longer was receiving any more like sponsors that much. Because sponsors are apparently very fidgety and like scared to actually take on smaller content creators like myself these days. Yeah. Anyway, for future cooking stream, I will have this. Okay, no. For future cooking stream and apartment video, it's going to be on my new apartment. On my new apartment or when I go to Japan. So part of the reason why I'm like living off of fucking instant noodles and canned goods right now is because I'm saving a lot to go to Japan. And the reason why I can't do this right now is because my apartment currently is not in the position to be able to accommodate an apartment stream, a cooking stream. It barely has a fucking socket. Like, where do I fucking my camera and my internet connection and like my laptop and streaming gear? I don't even have an actual professional streaming laptop right yet. I mean, but the Japan trip. Part of the reason why I'm able to afford it is because my friend is also. I'm going with 3 friends and we're going to split the costs. So it's like it's not just going to be me. What is your view on content creator versus idol scale for VTubers? It's bad. The scale is bad. Oh wait, what do you mean idol scale for VTubers? Like Idol Corp or like actual idol? I mean you're semi-famous. Okay, so here's the thing, Andre. In the VTubing industry, I am relatively well known, yes. But in the grand scheme of things, I am a goddamn nobody. I am a fucking nobody. Like, I'm not even doing that to be mean to myself. I'm not. There's a shit ton of content creators out there that are just as big as me, earn more than me even. Like, chat, Parrot earns more money than me. Can you believe that? Even with your donations, Parrot somehow earns more money than me. And Parrot uploads like every 2 weeks. I upload like 4 times a week, 4 times a month, 3 times a month or something. Yeah. When are you going to JP? Like this September or something. Yeah. I was talking about... Oh, okay, sorry, Andre. Yeah, oh, hey, gentlemen, hello. A niche micro-celebrity. Yeah, I suppose. It is good to be... It is better to be the biggest fish in the pond than a big fish in the ocean, after all. So it is kind of good that I am, like, somewhat of a celebrity here in the VTubing side of things. Yeah. I will say it again. More content creator or idol? It depends on what you're looking for, honestly. I feel like if you're a content creator that wants to sing or do some other stuff, I feel like, yeah, maybe you can be more idol-like. Yeah. Maybe. Who knows? Like, how do I want to answer that? I want to be more so of a content creator than an idol. Me personally, but that's because it lines up well with the kind of content that I make and the type of person that I am. I'm not good at singing. I'm not good at dancing or at performing. I'm not even interested to do like dancing stuff or like do MMD or like VR chat stuff. So it doesn't really interest me. It depends on the person. Hey RVG, why is RVG giving me people money? Imagine. Okay, Pandora's not getting. Pandora's not getting that membership anytime soon, even though like 300 people in the stream alone already got memberships. Sorry, buddy. But you can try. I can't try. It's gonna be very bad though. Anyway, karaoke stream, new place. This is also new apartment, or when I go to the Japan, because I have like, again, I live in like this in like a relatively poor part of the city. So if I start karaokeing here, it's gonna disturb the neighbors and it's gonna like make people upset. Yes, yes, yes. Pandora, yeah, Pandora fucking YouTube hates Pandora for some reason. I don't know. Check your. I don't know if you have memberships in accepted in your settings, bro. I feel like it's on by default, but I don't know. CC's like Asmon Gold's Asmon said it the best. People should care about creator more than the content. Yes, that is a problem that I've actually been trying to fix for a long time now. I want people to care about me, not just of the content I make. And I can't showcase my personality. I mean, I can, of course, I can showcase my personality even with my video, even with just VTuber commentary, right? But I want people to be interested in what I'm up to, my skills, and my entertainment ability. Now, I don't know how my entertainment ability, aside from the commentary that I make, is good. I don't know this. I don't know how good I am in terms of entertaining somebody, right? But I'm hoping that my experience and like the schizo, like my schizo mode will entertain people enough. Teehee. Through Pandora, through heaven and earth, Pandora Pan alone is the giftless one. True. Anyway, NSFW art. So chat, here's an interesting thing because I had a little bit of a budget for this. I'm not just getting NSFW art. I am getting a nude version of my model. Now, of course, I am not going to be showing this on my YouTube, but eventually, when I make my Fansly account, right? When I turn on my Fansly account and make content there, ooh, we're gonna play a lot with this. But, it's gonna be a problem, right? Because it's weird, like you guys are watching this fucking naked ass, hot fucking Omega Alpha like VTuber, like playing a hentai game, and the voice that's coming out of it is a male. It's like, oh, it's gonna be super weird for you guys, you know? It's gonna be super weird. But yes, models typically have a nude versions as a base anyway. No, chat. Oh no, Kihara-kun, mine has nipples and stuff. Yes. Yes. Voice changer? Yeah, I'm probably, yeah, imagine though, right? I'm gonna do voice changer and I'm gonna LARP as like, no, that's cringe. I'm not gonna do that. That's like, I would fucking die. I'm not gonna do that. But it would be very funny. I probably would do it as a joke, but it would be very weird still. Teehee. It sounds awful. I can't wait. Anyway, yeah. The end gonna hit the toggle accidentally. So no, I'm not. I actually asked for it to be a separate model. It's going to be a separate model. That it's not going to be part of the toggles or anything. Just so I accidentally can't get myself banned. I thought of that though too far. Yes. That far, I mean. Jokes on you. I'm into that shit. Oh my god, you guys. No. Male to femboy, VTuber to femboy pipeline. It is. Bro, chat, the VTuber to femboy pipeline is actually real. I have seen so many, but I'm not gonna be one of those. Anyway, for merch. So I talked about this in my membership version. So the top 5 donators of the Donothon will get freebies and a discount for the merch. And my top 10 oldest members will also receive a discount. Yeah. Because obviously, right? Obviously. Oh yeah. Also, merch is signed. Merch is also signed. Yeah. I'm probably gonna release like signed merch either way. It's just that these people are probably gonna have like priority. Thank you, Andre!
How are you all doing? Throughout heaven and earth, Pandora Pan alone is the gift.
Oh my god, you guys, I don't know what the fuck is going on with you. Is it payday? Oh wait, I actually, you know what, it might be, because it's 17 right now. Paydays in like a lot of countries are usually on the 15th. Thank you so much. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Thank you, Andre. Yeah, you are definitely... Look, Andre, you are one of my top donators for the Donothon. Yeah. So it's like, you will get freebies, bro. And the merch is going to be signed. Bro, and the merch is actually super fire. The art is done. I can't believe... I can't... Look, here's the thing. I understand how some VTubers get super excited for their debuts now. Because they've... The art is so good. It's so fucking good, right? Yeah. And everything is so good. Like, this is the sort of content, sort of merch that I would buy if HoloLive had similar shit. And I feel like it's gonna be a pre-sale. Oh, not a pre-sale. What's that thing where, like, you open up, like what Rima did basically, where like, it's like a 1 month thing, and depending on how many, or like order on demand or something, I forgot what's happening. But oh my god, thank you, Andre, again. I remember you, and I know that you were one of the the top donators to the Donothon. You will receive your shit. Do not be you will not be disappointed. Look, I'll even pitch in a few people for the 15 people here. Like, you know, I wonder what I can get. I can give them maybe a pre-order. Yeah, a pre-order. I wonder what I can give them. What else I can give them? Because I feel like I want these to be like meaningful, like it came from the heart, like it came from me personally, and that I support your I appreciate your support and all that sort of stuff, you know. Yeah. Oh wait, I know. I actually know. So chat, this is going to seem super fucking girly, right? And you know what? I actually like make, or at least I actually make like jewelry and stuff, like as a small little hobby. Yeah, I should put that in. I can put that in here. Fanboy Nosagi? It's not a fanboy. Like, I just like jewelry, man, and I like making it. Like, it's not actual like gold and diamonds and shit. It's like stainless steel, molds and like clay and stuff like that. That's not girly. I don't know. That actually kind of sounds girly. Like, a man. I mean, okay, maybe this is like toxic masculinity or whatever. I don't even know what the actual term is. But like, maybe this is too much of me trying to be too much of a masculine guy. But I feel like though that sort of stuff is like girly. Yeah. It sounds so cute though. Yeah. And I'm proud of doing it, honestly. I have fun with it. Yeah. How the hell is that girly? Because jewelry, you know, it's like little necklaces and stuff and little rings. Depends on the jewelry. Okay, so the jewelry is like, oh my god. RVG again. Look at Pandora Pan not getting anything. Pandora Pan did not get anything again. Let's go. The world hates Pandora Pan, it seems. Those used to be man's work. You make a good point. Yes, you make a good point. Yeah, maybe, you know what? Maybe I should stop looking at things. Maybe I am like secretly being sexist. I have no idea. To me, it sounds cool, but it's just that I've never really received any sort of positive feedback from the stuff that I do. I don't know. Maybe I'm just that. Maybe that's, and I'm just assuming the reasons why. I mean, yeah. That's probably it. Yeah. Handicrafts are unisex. Yeah, sexist Misagi. I don't know. Yeah, you know what? I don't know if it's actually sexist or not, but the more I think about it, it probably is. Maybe I am internally sexist. I have no idea. I'm not trying to be. It's just, you know, when you grow up relatively poor and you don't, like, you know, you grow up with the values around those around you. You weren't that exposed to the internet at a young age, so you don't develop and catch up with the times, and your beliefs are more ingrained with what people and what boomers say traditionally. It kind of rubs off on you, even if you don't want it, you know? Yeah. I swear, this is getting clips. I have no idea, but yeah, teehee. Teehee, I guess. We are a little biased and all. Perhaps. Hold on, let me just adjust this. Anyway, so that's it for my merch, chat. That is it for my merch. And again, I can't show you a lot of the stuff that's happening because of the whole fucking artist confidentiality silent agreement thing culture. But a lot of the progress and the rewards of the Donothon are not being shown, are not happening until I do my new model, until I do that showcase. So I actually apologize for that because, you know, I feel like I don't want to feel like, I feel like in a way I'm scamming people by not showcasing the work fast enough. It's just that the results and the money that you guys spent are all going to be shown on my re-debut, and I promise you, a lot of you will not be disappointed, right? After all, like the intention of the Donothon is to fund my new model and like the assets and the content afterwards. So there's a bit of a gap between realizing all of them and them being conceptualized. I hope you guys can still be a little patient. I don't think that was necessarily you being sexist. Others around you did not support your decision, and was arguably the sexist slash stereotyping being grilled into along teaching you with present. Yeah, I mean that's what happens when you live in like a relatively. I mean, the Philippines is still conservative, but yes, it's fairly normal. Donothon rewards are always bottlenecked somewhere. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, uh. Somebody just DM'd me on Discord saying I'm bi-coded. Bro, a lot of people have been saying that, like calling me bi-coded, and I'm like, what? I mean, I don't really find males attractive, but I'm like the straightest, I'm God's straightest soldier, bros. What to deal? Thank you. Tiny PP donation here to remind you to donate on Stream Elements rather than YouTube. Yeah, exactly. YT is chill though. Yeah, exactly. Thank you for that, Wato deal. And yeah, I do appreciate more of the stream elements. And I understand why people go through the YouTube super chat route instead of the stream elements route. And I think one of the reasons why is because I don't have like fun little not yet. I don't have fun little gimmicks or like sound effects on my stream elements. It's not interactive enough, I guess. I do intend to have like new stuff going on, like new alerts and everything to make it a little bit more fun. Girly manly depends on where and when. I'm in history. Yeah, true. Some just don't have PayPal. Yeah, true, bro. That's not even my fault, honestly, because the problem with Stream Elements for Filipino accounts is that they only take in goddamn PayPal for some reason. Like in the Philippines, you can't use your check, or you can't use credit cards or your debit cards. No, it's only PayPal. They don't even take Wise or something. And some countries do not have PayPal included, which fucking deserved, by the way. I cannot wait. I cannot wait until PayPal gets like replaced as like the mainstream. Like I feel like PayPal almost has a monopoly in a way. Like every platform uses them. Oh God, I'm going to go on an entire tirade about how I hate PayPal. But yes, Wise must rise. Yeah, I really like Wise. I really love Wise. I always, whenever I make transactions, I always ask them if they have Wise because Wise takes less fees and and is not as cancerous as PayPal. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Let's see. PayPal is kind of a payment processor monopoly. Yeah, okay, they kind of do, honestly. They really do. Anyway, so aside from this chat, what have PayPal have that you have? Probably their PR and like early bird advantage because they were only one of the biggest payment processors at the time. Hello, gifted day. Douglas Diaz, thank you. But Pandora Pan is still not getting a donation. Teehee. Teehee. That's why I said at the end of my donation that Mighty is fine if you don't have PayPal in your country. Of course, yeah. I don't want to shame people for not having, for not donating on Stream Elements. You know, the fact that you guys donated in any platform is already good. Yeah. Anyway, let's. I'm gonna show you guys. That's the donation stuff done. Vibration Nation was given the membership by gentlemen. You're okay. You're good, Pandora Pan. Unlucky. Anyway, I'm gonna show you guys the hold on. Yeah, the new stuff now. Oop, oh. Okay. I put it on my OBS. Oh no, not yet. So we're gonna do this like typical VTuber style and going from the bottom to up, right? Oh, by the way, I did receive permission. Spencer Howard, thank you for gifting somebody. But yes, I'm giving. I had permission from my artist to show off this model. But anyway, yeah. You know, DN, if you can send me more model updates. Yeah, I do have a model update, but like apparently the rig is not the rig. The PSD is not done yet, and like the details are not done yet. But I will send you an update after stream. Anyway, yeah. So this is what's currently the commission that I'm allowed to show is, and just to give you a little context of what the new model has right now. So, because I want this model to be like half marketable, feet. Of course I'm gonna have the feet. And she's gonna wear pants. Chat, I know I have a thigh fetish, but she's gonna wear pants here. Yes. And scrolling, hold on. Scrolling up a little bit, I have a little thing over there that's gonna be her little cloak. Her coochie, yeah. Then Andre, Andre, you know, I don't even know if there are everybody in here. Everybody is a member at this point. For real. Don't get the ban. Nah, the VOD's not gonna get banned. This isn't even a coochie. At least I don't think so. Yeah, it's not gonna be a coochie. I'm not gonna get banned. I'm waiting for Pandora Pan to get the membership. He's probably not gonna get it. He's not getting it. Yep. Going the Lumia route of sitting. Yes. Did he get it? Not yet. Let's hope until the end of the thing. Oh no. Also, by the way, thank Andre for getting gifted. Teehee. Yo, Andre is not getting it. No, Pandora Pan is not getting it. He's just not getting it. Let's go. How? I have no idea. I feel like you had a 100% rating, 100% chance of getting this, and for some reason you still failed. Oh my god, bro. Jesus fucking Christ. But anyway. Anyway, that's kind of funny. Scrolling up a little. Here's the thighs. That's the puffy thingy. This is, she's in a library, by the way, and she's reading a book. And it's going to be a book around VTubers or something. Yes. And then, oh, would you look at that? No cleavage. No nothing. And it's because, like I said in my last stream, I actually don't like cleavages. Yeah, he's chat bros. He's just not getting it. I think you guys have to give up. Sometimes, right? You just have to let go. He's not gonna get it. He really will not get it. Oh, by the way, thank the guys for like giving you memberships, and appreciate it again. But he's not getting it. We're uniting to give Pandora membership. True. Yeah. Medium. Oh no, she's not flat. She's not chat. She is not fucking flat. She has moderately big boobs, like C block, like C or B. Yeah. And then look at her hair, bro. Chat. The hair on the model is actually really cool. And then fauna sized. Yeah, somewhat like fauna sized. Yoka River and Andre again, bro. Chat. Let it go. It's just not gonna happen anymore. It's not gonna happen anymore. Oh, hey, Asmodai got membership. You don't interact and stream that often anymore, Asmodai. Well, I guess you're probably just listening. But that's okay. Lurking and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then, her face. Look at her face. Cute little face. Cute, cute, cute little face. Right? Very cute. She's reading a tome about history or something. And then that's me. That is going to be my actual new Nusagi model. It's bugged? Wait, we'll talk about that later. What do you mean it's bugged? What happened? Are you spending money out of your not, We gave 300? Oh. It's probably bugged because you're gifting 300 and there's only 200 people in the chat right now. I have no idea. Not Nusagi anymore. Okay. Thumbnail spoiler. Yeah, the thumbnail pretty much spoils it. But I think it's because it's the best, view of the art. Yeah. That's gonna be me in the future, chat. That's gonna be me. Your ears look like wings. That was intentional. Hi, you're not subbed yet. So it's not, so it's actually intentional. I want the ears to look like wings and to be super puffy. Yeah. God, I wish I could show you. I asked the artist if I have permission to let me stream the current thingy. The current update for the model, and she hasn't responded yet, so it's out of respect, Yeah. God, she's gonna be are you winged now? No, but I do have my ears are wings or something. Legally distinct Nusagi, so I can make merch of myself without getting sued by Cover Corp. Yes. It's very cute. I fucking love this chat. I really do. I wish I could show more. Can I show more? Hold on. Let's see. No, draw her doing taxes. No. The rabbit have arms and legs. No. I do want to give her... So it's concept art for your new VTuber. No, this is the intro screen. The new intro screen. Or maybe not. I have no idea what to do with it yet. I'm planning... I don't know if this is going to be my intro screen or this is going to be my... a banner or end screen or something. I have no idea what to do with it yet. But I bought this with commercial rights. I spent a pretty penny for it. I wonder what we're gonna be calling you post re-debut. I mean, I'll still have the same name, but again, I will make... Hold on. But again, I will have a separate Twitch channel and a new YouTube channel where I do stuff outside VTubing, and I'm pretty much just gonna call myself Sagi in there. So, I feel like that's the angle that I'm gonna go for. Thank you, Kariber. Looks like a wing pouring from Ragnarok. Kinda, yeah. She will have a Megane toggle. Ooh. Yeah, I feel like I did not give her a Megane toggle. I mean, that's gonna have to be something that I'm gonna discuss with my rigger and another artist. How about the lore? I'm not gonna spoil the lore yet. I'm not gonna do a VTuber lore video because I don't have the money for that, and nobody's gonna care. Chat, the thing about VTuber lores is that nobody gives a shit about your VTuber lore. It's really only something that you could do for fun. How do I want to say this? The only people that should and can afford VTuber lore are the big VTubers. If you're a small VTuber and you want to do VTuber lore, just in the hopes of having fun, you want to show it off to people, yeah, sure, do it. But don't expect it to be a highlight or that you'll somehow stand out. Yes. Graduating from depression. No. No, brother. This? I still have my wine bottle. This goddamn creature is still gonna have her Jack Daniels bottle. No. I feel like at this point, the Jack Daniels bottle is part of my brand. I don't want to let it go. Because I feel like the concept of a drunk, depressed rabbit is still funny. Non-chat gets as well. I get them randomly sometimes. Oh, thank you, Spencer Howard. Yeah. There is no graduating from depression. True. You can really only suppress depression. You never really make it go away. Once it's developed, it's fucked. It's there. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. Oof. That's pretty much what I wanted to like update you guys on and all that sort of stuff, as well as talking about well like the current circumstances around my life right now. Because again, chat, I'm gonna be honest. Again, bad times all around, week after week. So I feel like you guys like giving me some money to like live another day. That's good. That's so cool of you guys. Thank you so much. JD is trademarked. Oh shit. Yeah, true. That's it. I'm sad. No, I mean that's not the end of the stream. We're still gonna react to this Iron Mouse video and this Mari Yumes video because somebody submitted this in the Discord channel, and I'm like, ooh, ooh, ooh. I like it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I don't think Iron Mouse is going to reveal anything groundbreaking, probably just explaining why a few people are not hanging out with her in the same way she does. Because a lot of streamers learn this the hard way, chat. A lot of streamers learn this the hard way, especially if they're just growing. When you grow as a content creator, there's gonna be a shit ton of smaller content creators that's gonna cling to you and leech on your success, whether you know it or not. Yeah. Oh, Davi, your recommendation? Yeah, I forgot who recommended this. I have like streamer mode enabled in Discord all the time, and streamer mode makes it so that I don't see the names. So yeah. Hey Sagi, so what is your reaction to Doki? The new Doki Bird skin outfit is obviously like a callback to Salan Tatsuki. Yeah. Like, it's so fucking cool. Anyway, let's watch this clip. I want to see what's going on with Iron Mouse and why she doesn't hang out with the friends that she does anymore.
Honestly, if there are people like that and they do that to me, I wouldn't be like upset because at least I know now than if I know later kind of a thing. I'd rather find out as soon as possible. So
Who's talking? I can't recognize the voice anymore.
I don't know. I think I've only started developing that mentality ever since I started.
No. No, yeah, this is probably the thief, Michi. This is probably her, right? Because the tone is Michi. Okay, it's Michi. Yeah.
Becoming busy. Because like I genuinely don't have the emotional capacity. Yeah, like I'm too tired
But that's
and
what
I'm too
saying. Like I feel like people who always do it's like there comes a point in your life when you become an adult, okay? And you just need to communicate. Because if there's no communication, nothing's ever gonna get fixed because there simply is not enough time to play a guessing game. There is not enough time to play games. There's not enough
As
time.
you grow older, your tolerance, you don't have that much time. You're always busy, so your tolerance for bullshit and things that waste your time is severely low. You don't have, most people don't have the patience for that. I still kind of do because I'm still young, but I see a lot of my friends and a lot of people that I engage with all the time. They're like they're so super angry on the smallest things. Like they get angry when I quote unquote, well, not me, but like maybe me sometimes, but like, so when people quote unquote waste their time. And I feel like that's the reason why. When you're older, you want to make your time a little bit more productive.
Yeah, we have responsibilities to attend to.
Yeah. If anything, like I wouldn't say this in like, oh, it's a blatant disrespect. It's not. It's just like I will obviously because I care about you. I would definitely be like, oh, my bad. If it's actually something I f***ed up in. But then if they don't see that as like a mutual, like, okay, I win, you win, and they just want more and more and more. It's kind of like, damn, bro, you don't respect me for shit at this point.
I don't know, to me, arguing and like, it's not really about like winning and stuff. It's just, let's just solve this problem as quick as we can. So that we can get on to having fun and hanging out.
I hope I don't jinx myself, but thankfully I haven't really had one of those in a while. Or maybe I have and I just never realized. Maybe I have, I just never realized. But like, I've never really had that in a very long time because I just approach everything in a very like, oh, I see, okay. My apologies. And if they get pissy, then I'm like, okay, I will apologize again.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes I
Hmm.
can't stand people that are a bit too like I don't know, bratty's the right word. Like
Bratty.
demanding, maybe? Is a better word?
Huh.
Like demanding of your time and energy. Like I can't
Yeah,
stand
you're fine.
people
You're
like
fine, Sachi.
that
You're
do that.
fine.
I don't
I
hate
wasn't
them, but
annoyed.
I'm definitely not gonna be like, yeah, we can vibe very well, because I will not give them the time of day, and then they get pissed, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Well, I have other things to do, and they're like, what?
I think, okay, here's the thing. I actually do get that a little bit. Like, me right now, I'm like a very busy person, right? I barely have time to even like edit my videos and like work on my scripts and actually plan my streams and even cover VTuber drama. Like, chat, there's a lot of goddamn fucking things that are happening in the industry right now, right? And I'm unable to cover them. Like like unlike back in February to like March where I fucking zoom in on Twitter, fucking wait like a goddamn lion pouncing to pounce on the latest drama. I can't do that. I don't have the luxury of time anymore to be able to do that. So it's like, yeah.
You're not spending time with
But
me. And
I feel like if people do want to communicate with you, when people do find it displeasing that you're not giving time, that you're not giving time, you're not spending as much time hanging out with your friends anymore, and some people get pissy about it, I feel like you don't really need to explain. Yeah.
I'm like, well, if I don't work,
Oh.
I won't be able to
Like
spend time in
entitled.
general.
Well, that's why it's good
Yeah.
to have people who are adults that also work as your friends.
Dude, literally, I don't know if this is like
I
hot
don't have that because a lot of my personal friends are like fucking college students. I have like two. I have like it's different sides of the it's different sides, right? One side is or rather, one group are a bunch of college students who are very fucking busy. And one side are a bunch of dropouts that don't have anything else to do, so they party around all the time and don't have anything.
take, but I swear to God, people
Like to a certain okay, I was about to say that Kihara-kun, to a certain extent, right? When you reach adulthood, a lot of engagements, a lot of interactions and relationships are transactional. Like that's just what's gonna happen. Unfortunately, right? You can't spend time with a lot of people for spending time's sake. You can't bond anymore. And I think that's actually kind of a good thing because it makes it so that when you do actually bond, when you do have that brief moment where you genuinely just do nothing and enjoy each other's company and you do like there's no actual transactional value to it, you cherish those moments a lot more. You know? Yeah.
that don't.
And a lot of people, especially people that are on my age, don't get that yet. They don't get that yet because they don't want relationships to be just transactional. They want relationships and interactions to have more meaning beyond that, or else it's not gonna be genuine. But genuine and transactional does not need to be mutually exclusive. That's the thing. And a lot of young people don't understand that because they romanticize this whole fucking concept of like being there for somebody so much, the whole one call away culture. Like I don't like that. I feel like it's artificially making things more valuable or something. I don't know how to
Really
explain
have a
it right
job.
now.
Sometimes they just don't want to understand you. Like I had a friend that was like, all you do is work and you never spend time with us, and I'm like, if I don't work, I will also not spend time with you because I'll be dead.
Are you getting the you don't spend time with me anymore thing? Are you getting that now?
Yes, the like ever
Oh
since
my
you
God.
blew up those, and it's like it's not blowing up. It's ever since I started working. Okay, and I need to take my work seriously
For some reason, I feel like the whole thing that happened between Iron Mouse and Silvervale still haunts both of them. Maybe probably Iron Mouse more so because yeah.
now. Because
Here
if
we go.
I don't have money and I will die because I have health issues to fund.
Same.
So
You have
I'm
Michi and me.
responsibilities, and they don't understand that you have responsibilities that you need to take care of. It happens.
sometimes it's just like I don't mean it in an angry way. It just sucks that like the way they see it is you become popular and then we're just not good enough for you, and that's not the case at all. You know, it's
that
like,
is so true. That is so fucking true. I have friends that are like that right now, chat. It's actually painful. Like I have good friends from my high school, right? That I used to hang out with a lot, and I can't hang out with them anymore as much. Maybe because I'm earning money, maybe because I'm very busy, or because their XNX is like a fucking VTuber, not a VTuber, a content creator now, a relatively big-sized YouTuber. He thinks he's better than us, so he's not like no fucking no. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you yapping about,
It's
brother?
just when
It
you
it
have more
sucks.
things to do, you just have more things to do, and you have to do them. It has nothing to do with them, but
Yep.
Yeah.
But see,
have you guys
Adulting.
watched?
this is where I say,
You know, you're definitely a VTuber. I'm
when
about to
you're
be.
friends with
Yes.
somebody, okay, friendship
Mm-hmm.
is a two-way street. So it's like, okay, you could say that I am too busy doing blah 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 blah, but I don't see you reaching out either. Like, what's
Oh.
the deal here, bro? Like, hello, you know what I mean? There's
You
so
should send
many
that
ways
this
that
clip
you
to
can
that friend of
communicate with
yours.
somebody and like hang out.
I don't need to, because like I said, I don't want to waste other people's time, right? So when that friend confronted me about it, I was like, hey man, that's not really the case. I just explained to him my side. He didn't take it very well. You know? He didn't take it very well. I don't know if that was just my wording. Maybe it could be my wording, but I feel like it isn't because my tone was like polite.
And it just doesn't have to be.
I don't wanna
it
be
could
passive-aggressive,
many
you
different
know?
ways. So it's just, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough because I get it. That's why, to me, I don't give a if I don't talk to you today or tomorrow. If I don't talk to you for months, I cannot talk to you for years. If you reach out to me
And
even-
still be friends. You cannot talk to to your friends for months and years on end and still be best friends. I have friends that are like that, thankfully. Like elementary school friends that I'm still like that.
if 2 years have passed, you are still my friend. I still care about you.
True.
I still think you're amazing, and I'm down to hang out and catch up, and it's all good. I would never be like, you haven't spoken to me in blah 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 amount of time. What the? Because I know that people get busy, and I know that lives are complicated, and happens. Shit happens, and that's fine. That doesn't
Hold on,
mean
I wanna
that
hold on.
we're any
What?
less friends.
Politely telling somebody you don't have time for them is demeaning as fuck, DN. Just FYI. Wait, really? So that was just me being tone deaf, and that's why it's offensive? Like I don't get it. I feel like it shouldn't be offensive, right? Because I'm treating you with respect. Like I'm trying to tell you, hey, this is what's going on. You know, I'm trying to be polite. I guess it could come across as very passive aggressive, sure. But at that point, it's a them problem, no?
Friends just because we don't talk like every day. Because it's like, I got a family. I
Just
gotta
don't
take
say
care of. I
anything,
got
it's
my
not
mom, my
hard.
dad. Like, I have a family I have to take
Perhaps.
care of. I have a job that I need to do. I have bills I have to pay. I have health that I have to manage. I have 1,000,001 things I have to worry about. And I love to sit and talk to you. And I think you're a great friend. But, you need to understand that sometimes happens.
Hi, hope you're
Those are
doing.
really good words.
Yeah, I was
You're
doing
always-
pretty bad after before this stream, but you know what? A lot of stuff happened since then, and yeah, I'm doing good. Chat's been very generous. Chat's been very kind. I hope you too, Yam.
Is my friend.
Welcome
and
to the chat.
And if you come and reach out to me, I will reach out to you, and I'll be like, yeah, let's go, let's do this, blah blah blah. But if you get upset at me, don't. I'm just like, okay, well, I'll give you your space if you need your space.
What is the reason for that, by
I'm
the
always
way?
here.
Need
I'm
you
always-
to
What's the
know,
reason?
Master, you're
What's
like
the
the better person.
What's the
because, like,
reason why some people get upset that you don't talk to them anymore? Like I just have to wonder why.
I don't.
I don't
talk
get
to
it, but I genuinely do want to know.
Like I don't talk to people for a very long time most of the time.
Oh, it
Because of
happens.
anything, like
Let's do this, blah blah blah. But if you get upset at me,
Loneliness?
don't. I'm just like, okay, well, I'll give you your space if you need your space. That's fine. But I'm always here.
I need
I'm
you to
always
know,
Loneliness,
Master,
huh?
you're like the better person because like I don't talk to I don't like I don't talk to people for a very long time most of the time.
Oh, it
Because of
happens.
anything, like
It
Yeah,
happens.
like I still like them. You know, like when we do talk, it feels like no time has passed, and that's
People
the
want to
things
be a
I
priority
like.
in
But
your
like
life
some days
sometimes.
I'm really busy, or some days I feel overwhelmed, and I
The audacity, right? I don't know, but I feel like, bro, the audacity to want to be prioritized in by a, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of weird. I mean, I agree that there most likely are people that are like that, but I feel like that kind of mentality is weird. Jesus, that it just comes across as very attention seeky.
I don't know whether this is like common or not,
It is.
but like
You don't even have to
you
explain it. I
know,
already know. Sometimes it's
yeah.
exhausting to talk to people. Sometimes it's exhausting to be
Yeah.
social, and there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that. Everybody needs time to themselves. You're dealing with so much and you have a job and you have health issues. You have a lot of things that you have to process and do. It's not easy to be social all the time with people that you care about. Of course, sometimes you just need that time to be not there. You need time
Hmm.
to be off. And people shouldn't get upset about that because we live in a world where is going so fast. Social media is all over. Like, we don't get a break from stimulation. We don't get a break from being bombarded with shit. And sometimes
My
we
life
need
right
a
now.
break for our own mental health. We need a time to ourselves, with ourselves, to listen to ourselves,
Yeah.
and to care about ourselves.
True.
There's
What
just so
Mousy
much
is saying
being
is
thrown
true.
at
That's
us
why I
every
need to watch
day,
Inside
and
Out too.
sometimes you just need to turn shit off and just not respond.
That's the thing. Like
They
the
want to
one thing
matter,
that I just found
which
out
in of
recently
itself
is
isn't a bad thing, but it's bad to force that onto someone else. Yeah, I guess that I guess that idea of the idea of mattering to somebody or being important in somebody's life, to be part of somebody's life, is probably it.
like, especially when people know you're a streamer, you know, they get a bit like they kind of base off your actual happiness through
Yeah,
how
yeah,
you react to them. Like you know how on stream you're
exactly.
definitely more like energetic sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, and if let's say you talk to them and you don't sound as energetic, you're just like, hey, they'd be like, oh, so you don't want to talk to me, like they don't say that, but they definitely think you're not okay, even though you are, and that's just how you talk.
Your
Just,
Samsung phone
you
is
know,
in
you
the
talk
background.
differently on
Yeah.
stream. I don't want to talk to you. Like, imagine if I spent 12 hours being like, woohoo,
Well, you don't
and
have
then
to
off stream
explain
I'm also
yourself.
like,
You don't,
it
you
gets
don't
so
ever have to
awkward.
explain
Like,
yourself.
that was something I never expected, where I was like, huh.
Me, I think about it this way.
Mhm.
I'm still me on and off stream, and I still act the same, but there's varying degrees of me. Sometimes you get 100% me. Sometimes you get 10% me. Sometimes you
What does
get
that mean?
50% me. But it's still me. So
Yeah.
Wait, I think I struggle. Wait, what does that mean? I'm sometimes on 10% me. What does that mean? Like you put on a facade, well, not a facade. Obviously, everybody has an internet persona, but like you put on an act. Because I understand putting on an act, right? Like honestly, chat. If you want me to be like super tuney, when I am on stream, I almost pretend to be a bad person, or like to be based, because that's how I want to be perceived. I want to be the asshole, but like the funny, cool asshole, not the actual asshole. But this is actually how I am personally. Let me just immersion break you a lot of you there, you know. Yeah. Let me just immersion break, you know. Maybe behind the scenes, I'm actually a fucking wreck. But we won't talk about that. Teehee. I want you to be extra depressed. It's like a power savings mode and performance mode. Yeah, I guess it means like energy levels. 100% me might just be the persona they take with effort. I get in a way maybe that's like maybe that's up to interpretation what it means. Or maybe I'm just dumb and don't understand it the way she meant it. Hassanism, where your social battery sucks dry after stream. So actually, you know what, Pax Visania, that's been my problem when I started first streaming. When I first started streaming, my social battery dies when I stream after. Like even after 1 hour or 2 hours, I get like super tired, everything hurts, my voice hurts, I want to die and all that sort of shit. But as I started streaming more and more, the more I actually found streaming fun. You know? Which is why I kind of want to stream more. That's the reason why I stream more. Like, chat, you have no idea. I always want to stream now. Always. But I always run out of topics to talk about. Because, like, I can't fucking cover news every day. I mean, like, sure, a lot of shit happens in the industry every other day. But is it really worth covering fucking Google document cancellation, Twitter thread number 69? Like, come on, I'm not gonna do that. That's why, like, I kind of want to branch out of VTubing a little bit and at least try to not get like pigeonholed, because I do want to stream. I want to stream doing, like, let's say, maybe I want to stream myself do random shit, play games, talk about stuff, you know? Maybe I just watched like Godzilla -1 the other day and I want to rant about it, or not rant. I want to go on an entire tirade about it with other people. Maybe I watched this hentai the other day and I want to recommend it and talk about how good it is. You know, I kind of want to do other stuff aside from VTuber stuff. So by that logic, Hassan is starting to hate streaming. I think didn't Hassan say oh wait, I don't want to put the words in his mouth, but didn't Hassan say that he doesn't like streaming? That whole, or maybe I'm just being misinformed here. I think they should also identify that right now, being the larger public figures introduces a power dynamic. People will DM their friend who got off a shift at a gas station but who wants to bug the streamer. Perhaps, yeah. Make a second channel with other content. Yeah, I intend to do that, Akayoshi, after I re-debut. Like, after I actually get my new model and everything. With many content ideas, some are worth more than others. Oh, of course, yeah. I'm not just gonna I'm not just gonna stream doing fucking random shit, right? I wanna do stuff, like actual stuff. Yes. So that was an interesting clip from Iron Mouse. I feel like I haven't heard too much from Iron Mouse recently. Yeah. I think everyone would hate it if they have done that 12 hours a day. Yeah. And one has to wonder, why does Hassan stream every day? Why? Like, it's not like his finances get actually hurt every time he streams, right? Every day he doesn't stream, right? Like, if you stream like maybe like 4 times, 3 times a week, I feel like that's enough, right? Because the bulk of his income, I imagine, right? The bulk of Hassan's income comes from like sponsors and stuff. And like sponsors, I don't think actually mind. Maybe if he has a Twitch contract where he's obligated to stream a certain hour a month, maybe, yeah, sure. But like, I don't know. Hassan streams for more than just commentary. I know he does a lot of political commentary. Political commentary on what? Oh wait, I mean, I guess he covers a lot of like issues. But does he not get tired from that? Because I feel like, oh wait. I think I know why. It's probably because, okay, I don't know Hassan's numbers, okay? I'm just spitballing here. I'm talking out of my ass. It's probably because every single time that he does not talk about like commentary and like political stuff, his numbers fucking deplete. Maybe when he talks stuff about politics, right? He gets like 15k views. But when he just plays a game, it's probably only like 3k, 4k viewers. That's probably it. And I am probably going to face a similar problem. Why are we talking about Hassan? Because it's I don't know, but it was relevant like a couple of years ago. Not a couple of years ago, a couple of minutes ago. Yeah. Anyway, so this is relevant to what I wanted to talk about. Burnout, because yeah.
I think that there are high standards now in VTubing, but not in the way that everyone keeps yapping about. Anyone can be a content creator, but becoming a VTuber is more difficult now because of how much time and money it costs to get a custom VTuber model, and that's not including all of the other stuff you have to worry about with VTubing, like social.
True, I already spent 4k just preparing to be a VTuber. You know, chat, sometimes, right? Sometimes, at the back of my head, look, I love this industry. Well, not yes and no. Like the industry has its bad parts, but whatever, right? Sometimes, on the back of my head, I think and wish if only I had started content creating as a normal VTuber, or not as a normal content creator, like a flesh streamer. Because the barrier to entry for a fucking VTuber model, to be in the VTuber industry is so high. Like, it's actually kind of weird. Think about it, chat. To become a decent VTuber, you need a relatively decent model, but it's a very niche industry where there's not that much people compared to like regular streaming. You're basically spending more money to prep yourself and your brand with a limited audience, and with a very limited niche audience. Just get one free for booth. I mean, yeah, that is true. You can do that, but like I don't know. At a certain point, I feel like people, they will eventually have to pay for more, especially if they want to have their own model and stuff. They want to express themselves differently. Yeah.
Media and burnout. Hi, welcome back to Mari Monday, because it's totally not Tuesday. Yep, no, it's definitely a Mari Monday where I answer your
Mari,
questions
I'm
while playing the
gonna
game.
increase this by 1.25. I hope you don't mind, because yeah,
Today I'm gonna be playing a new game that recently came
It's
out
very
called
long.
Card, because it reminds me of Solitaire. It's free and I like food. Is there a right way to VTubing or content creation, and how high have standards gone up now that almost anyone is a VTuber? Well, there isn't any right way to VTube.
I can
per
answer
se,
that
but every
I can
VTuber
answer that question, but I'm gonna let Mari finish his answer for her answer first. Is there a right way to VTube or content creation, and how high have the standards gone up now that almost anyone is a VTuber? Let's go.
is a VTuber. Well, there isn't any right way to VTube per se, but every VTuber wants to become a streamer, even though we aren't in the pandemic anymore, so less people are staying home watching streamers. A lot of them have moved on with their lives, and I think that streaming should be your secondary way of making content, not your main one. So as a VTuber, you should be making different types of content like shorts, posting artwork, memes, long form videos, making like guides or something, like just doing something, anything, and then using streaming as a way to engage and interact with your already established community. What do you use for your face tracking?
That is generally true. If you're a content creator, you always want to supplement it as a streamer, by also streaming. Yeah. If you do YouTube videos, you need to stream. You do shorts, maybe stream. The conversion of the audience is not gonna be good, but you need to stream. To a certain extent, if you're a content creator here, it's almost a good idea to become like a part-time streamer as well as doing your other regular content. Yeah. Another one from Production Kawaii is graduating. Shit, really? What? Just now? Hold on. Getting derailed a little bit, but really? Yes, I don't care. Production Kawaii. Oh, it was yesterday. Oh, okay. You're talking about this one. Yeah. I saw this one. I knew about this one. Yeah, sorry. I thought there was another one. Holy shit, that would have been weird.
Any right way to VTube per se, but every VTuber wants to become a streamer, even though we aren't in the pandemic anymore, so standards gone up.
Is there a right way to VTubing or content creation? There is no right way to VTubing or content creation, but there is a formula, and it's a formula that works. If we want to approach this scientifically speaking, again, it's what I said earlier. When you somewhat blow up doing anything, always supplement it with streaming. That's it. And also, no. This is what you do, right? This is also what I saw successful streamers and successful VTubers and content creators do in order to min-max content. You do your regular content, and then you supplement it with streaming, and then on those streams, you clip yourself. You upload those clips to a different channel, and you make sure that it's edited so it gets past YouTube's fucking rules, and then boom, you are doing 3 different things and having 3 different content revenue streams. with the same amount of effort. Yes, you need, I mean, it depends if it's the same amount of, if you're doing everything by yourself, right? It's not the same amount of effort if you're doing it by yourself, but if you have a guy that can do those things for you, like an editor or something, then boom, that's like the formula to what a lot of people do. In any case, how high have the standards gone up now that almost anyone is a VTuber? Not high. It's not high. You don't need a really good model to be a successful VTuber. You really don't. You really don't. Even if you're, even if you're an indie, you really don't.
Now that almost anyone is a VTuber, while there
To a certain extent, even having like a relatively scuffed model is even a buff, actually.
isn't any right way to VTube per se, but every VTuber wants to become a streamer, even though we aren't in the pandemic anymore, so less people are staying home watching streamers. A lot of them have moved on with their lives, and I think that streaming should be your secondary way of making content, not your main one. So as a VTuber, you should be making different types of content like shorts, posting artwork,
Hearing
memes,
that makes me
long-form
realize
videos, making like
how much
guides or
content there
something,
is, feel
just doing
overwhelming
something,
even as a
anything,
viewer.
and then using
Yeah,
streaming as a way
man,
to engage
it really
interact
is.
with your already established community. What do you use for your face tracking? I use an iPhone 14 Pro Max, and this isn't even my phone. I'm renting it from a studio because my old iPhone XR is too old to track my face properly, and I use
My
YouTube
iPhone
videos
was
to
given to me
puppeteer my
by
model. I
a
don't
very
have
generous
e-reader,
guy
and,
from
I don't have voice syncing set
from
up
my
yet
throne.
because
Thank
I
you,
still haven't
thank
had
you
time to
for
sit
that.
down and, like,
It was
actually
crowdsourced.
learn that yet, but I'm hoping to soon. A bit of an off-topic question, but is Mochi doing better? Which, thank you for being the first person to
No,
like.
I guess this is not actually just social media burnout. Okay. Hey, look, Mari. No hate, okay? I just want to have you talk about social
Ask
media
me
burnout.
about that, actually. Mochi's doing a lot better now. She is not eating rubber anymore. Thank you so much for asking that. I'm keeping a very close eye
There
on
isn't
her
a right
because
way,
I
but
swear,
there,
this botch
Bubba,
loves to eat things that just hurt
but
herself
big
all the
boobas is
freaking
never
time
a
and try
wrong
to cause
way.
me stress and anxiety, but
Blizzard, that depends. We don't want to have too much boobas, or you're gonna be called a whore if you're a VTuber, right? We don't want to show too much of our boobs too much, because you're gonna get called a whore. And actually, you know what? Does it matter? Does it matter? Like, who cares if people call you a whore? You're still breaking in money. You're still providing value to a certain demographic. The only people that are calling you a whore are people that don't like you. And does the people that don't like you really matter? No. Obviously not, right? Obviously not. That's the realization I've always had, that I had when I started to accept that, you know what, I'm not just gonna please anybody. Yeah. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
she's doing fine, so thank you so much for asking. Do you take chows? Yes, of course.
Pecora has a strange burnout. She spoke yesterday about how she gets angry and depressed when she isn't streaming. Oh my god! Wait, is there a clip of that? Is there a clip of that? Bro, that Pecora's actually just addicted to streaming. I feel like that's it. A lot of VTubers are addicted to streaming, and to a certain extent, I do like it. Oh, okay, not like it. I do think that that's a good thing, because that means you will never ever run out of content. But at the same time, right? Jesus, I feel like your entire life and your entire livelihood and like all sorts of personal stuff will revolve around streaming, and I don't think that's a healthy thing. Hey, can somebody tell me the title of the clip? OMG, YT search is so bad you can't find anything. True. Hold on. Pecora. Wait, chat. Can somebody tell me the numbers? No, not the numbers. The title. Pecora asks chat for advice. Thank you. Oh, 22 hours ago. Okay. Let's go.
いやこれねペコーラ本当最近の悩みやってない配信を休むとちょっと
I get into a bad mood. Oh god, hold on. Let me just shrink my thing so excuse me, so you guys can see the subtitles.
バッと入ります 配信休んじゃった。なんで休んじゃうんだろう。まあそれはさ、仕事だったりもしたりとかさ、体調もあったりはするけど、休んでる自分ほんと価値ないなみたいな、自分になんか価値がないなって思ってバットが入るの急に。いつもはさ、鼻ほじってさ、おい休みだ今日何しようかななんだけど、最近ちょっとねその傾向がね急
Oh
に出てき
god.
たから、
She's getting infected by my fucking depressing aura. I'm actually infesting her. She's also becoming depressed
ちょっと
Pecora.
元気の時とかなるべくできる時は配信やった方が自分のメンタル的に保たれるんだよね。いやむしろやらないとメンタルが保ててない。
Bro, she's actually just
時間
addicted.
があってさ、この前もお休みもらいましたけど、その映画とかやっぱ何かをインプットしてる時は、うわこれおもろとかさ、映画漫画とか見てたらもうその作品にさ頭いってるペコだから別のこととかは全然考えないペコじゃん。でもやっぱ
She's still
それとか
same
見終わ
species
った
of
後
you
に
after all.
暇
Exactly.
な瞬間とかあるじゃん。もうそういう時に隙間時間があるなら配信すべきだったのかも。なんで休んじゃったんだろう。
Oh my god, she's actually
なんでもいい
addicted.
から配信しとけばよかったな。
Oh
このバ
god.
ット状態に入る。活動してきて5年ですけど、今までにこれなくて
Imposter syndrome? It could be like a variant of imposter. Again, I'm not a fucking psychologist, so don't take my word here there. Oh, don't take me at my word here. But it's like sort of related, but not exactly imposter syndrome, where a lot of your self-worth and value all has to do with your content and what you put out in the internet. Right? It's something like that. It's a streamer brain thing. Something like, I don't know what to call it either. I don't even think it's been named yet.
ちょっと今
Officially, I
自分
mean.
で戸惑ってる。
Well, you also get addicted. So, I have a problem where I actually do easily get, I have a workaholic problem. That's the problem with me. And it's so easy for me to get burnout, but, well, not easy. It's actually pretty hard for me to get burnout. But when I take a break, I usually enjoy it. I usually come out of breaks very refreshed. So I don't have the same problem. I could only imagine what it's like. I think it might be more of a universal, not just streaming. I went years working without work time off, and the guilt of not working messed up with my head. Jesus Christ.
ちょっとちょこちょこ怒る
Yeah,
から
probably.
働こう。でもさ、ペコーラ働きたくないよみんな。おい働いてないやんって言われるかもしれないけど、働けない。もうペコーラは一生こうやって
That's working.
パソコンの
Streaming
前
is
で
working,
ゲーム
chat.
しかできないみんな。ペコーラをさ、社会にさ、いさせないでね。もうペコーラ絶
Give
対
you a
に
time for
社
that?
会
Yeah.
人にさ、戻りたくないし戻れないから。何十年、何年後、もう
She actually
こう
does
してた
have
い。
streamer
もう
brain.
ペコーラ今更どこも受からないからさ、社会に貢献できないから。俺が社長になったら養ってやるよ。ありがとう社長さん。それ何の会社ですか？こちらにも選ぶ権利という。
I feel like
そ
no.
の人ま
Hold
だ
on.
いい人だよ。どういうことですか？
She's probably a
選ぶ
millionaire,
権利
but she
は
still thinks of work
当
stream
た
all
り前
the
だろ。
time.
働く権利、生きる権利。
You think a lot of Twitch streamers, including like this, is like somewhat related to what Hassan thinks? Probably,
テレ
right?
ビ。わかりました。ペコーラが一番得意とするもの、ありがとうござい
Wait,
ま
no,
す。
actually, this is the exact opposite of what Hassan thinks. Hassan thinks streaming is draining, but Pecora thinks she has to stream. So
家
it's the
にずっといれば
exact
いいです
opposite.
か？了解です。家の治安を守ります。一番得意で、しかも今、現にそれをやってます。もう、朝6時に起きる。できないんだ。
Remember
毎
the
日
Terraria stream?
むしろ、ワンちゃんその時間に寝ます。患者のせいだ。ペコーラは悪くない。ペコーラだってちっちゃい頃は朝起きて学校行って
She's not a millionaire. I think she's a millionaire because she has like multiple revenue streams. She has donation revenue, sponsorships, concerts, and merch. I think she's a revenue. Yeah.
来てから友達と遊んだりもしたなのに今見てみろよ。
At least a Japanese
どうして
millionaire.
大人になったら友達は少なくなるの？そんなもん
You have to pay for everything that is not initiated by cover. Yeah.
時々さ、 あれ自分がおかしいのかな。
Okay. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought. Okay, holy shit. Because when I saw that comment, I was like, oh my god, no. She gets like, oh god. Okay, I thought it was actually worse than that. Like I thought on my head I was imagining that she was like having all these sorts of mental breakdowns when she's not streaming. Oof. So it's not bad. So it doesn't seem too bad, but it's still an interesting. You had a bit of Oshi panic, yeah. It's probably as I don't know, yeah. I don't know what to think of it. That's the thing. Because she seems addicted to streaming, and a lot of her oh god, I sound so much like a fucking loser, like a loser, like you know, fucking armchair analytic person. No, you're good, Sleepy. You're good. No shit. Being a millionaire, you know, chat. You know, you want me to be honest? I kind of want a job where I don't have to think too much. I really want a simple lifestyle. You know? I think most people do. Like, I don't want to be a CEO or some business person or a politician or fucking whatever, right? I just want to, like, take care of animals. I don't think that's complicated. I just want to start a sanctuary or something and take care of animals. Who doesn't? Yeah, who doesn't, right? But at the same time, when you think about it, if everybody wants a job or everybody gets in a job where they don't have to think, that is gonna lead to the collapse of society. Because if people are in jobs where they don't have to think, that means not thinking about not caring and thinking about the politics, letting other people doing the thinking for them. A lot of corruption is gonna happen. A lot of, how do I want to say this? Like, actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna say it out loud in fear of offending anybody. Like that's like religious or like or like anywhere political, leaning anywhere politically. But it's like, think about it. Think about the implications when everyone in the world gets to have a job where they don't have to think. That's already most of the world, my man. Yeah. And I feel kind of half bad for being one of those that just wants to be an NPC. Everybody hates an NPC, but at the same time, everybody wants to be an NPC, right? Where they don't have to think. Yeah. I would rather be in a physical labor job, though. Nah, sometimes thinking is fun. I mean, yeah, sure, true. Like when your mind gets simulated a little bit, yeah, of course. Of course. We don't want to get brain rotted. What? Oh, okay, never mind. I thought she was gonna make her own game or something. Yeah. Having a laissez-faire. I've heard of that a lot. Yeah, I've heard of a laissez-faire. Laissez-faire. Let people do as they choose. I suppose. Yeah, responsibility is hard. Yeah. Oof. Thinking without high pressure consequences is fun. Are you gonna finish the Mari video? Yeah.
I take showers like once a month, just like everyone else, baka. God, what is with these questions? I swear, some of you are a little unhinged today, huh? It's because it's a Tuesday. I mean, it's a Monday. It's Mari Monday. Oh, here's an interesting one. Any tips on dealing with?
Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right, meet the potatoes of the video. Let's go.
preventing it. Swiftstar, thank you once again for providing a very fascinating and most likely going to be a long topic, which, by the way, thank you so much for being a member. When it comes to dealing with burnout, I don't have a foolproof method on that because, I have ADHD, which means that it is very easy for me to get burnout. So I have gone about it in a couple of different ways. One of them is that I take a lot of breaks. I have this clock that beeps after every hour or so I can get up and stretch, go say hi to Mochi, maybe do an errand if I need to do it, and then come back. I used to do this thing where I would hyper-focus too hard and get angry when anyone tried to interrupt me, but I realized that I spend a lot of the time just staring at a blank screen because I was forcing myself to think, which made me start to overthink. I know, isn't it? It's very interesting to think about because like trying to do this game too while talk is also like...
You know what I do? You know what I do every day, chat? What I do every day is like wake up at like 1 p.m. or something. Yes, 1 p.m. because I normally sleep at like 5 a.m. in the morning now because of stuff. And that's on my weekends. On my weekdays, I wake up on like 7 p.m. or 7 a.m. or something because I have a 9 to 4 job. It's not 9 to 5. It's a 9 to 4 job. When I come home, I look at what's happening on Twitter, right? Or like, I don't know, browse VT or something just to catch up with the general news. I spend that for an hour. Then, if I have an idea, I work on some content creating stuff. Like, you know, we'll see what scripts I have to do. If I don't have to do anything, I play League of Legends or other games. And then, the next 4 hours after that, I stare at the screen and do absolutely nothing. Because 3 different thoughts are battling in my head and I become stun-locked as to which I want to do. Do I want to relax and play more video games? Do I want to plan or make more content for the future? Do I want to stream? And the 4th bonus option is, do I want to go on my Discord and engage with people? Or do I want to go on Twitter and engage with people? And those 4 thoughts, not even 3 at that point, 4, right? It battles in my mind. I got stun-locked before actually just doing nothing for the next couple hours or so and then continuing to play League of Legends and then sleeping. I am so unproductive these days. Yeah. I am. It's kind of hard. I enjoy getting paid in a laid-back job, but also enjoy challenging my mind outside of work. Oh, what's your work, Watto deal? Curious. Jesus, I also... I mean, I guess in a way, my job is kind of... Well, I have a 9 to 4 job, so like, I don't really see content creating as a job, chat. Although, yeah, I don't really see content creating, like this YouTube channel, as a job anymore. It used to feel like that for a while, but these days, not really, because I actually do have an actual job where I have to think. But right now,
like requires a lot of thinking.
I don't know what to do with it.
Try to balance everything out. But you know what's kind of interesting is that I get a lot of my inspiration by not sitting down looking at my Google document. When I do get my inspo, I talk into my little like voice recorder or I'll jot it down in like my mini notebook. But it's usually when I
choice paralysis. Exactly. I know what.
Just force myself to sit there and think. So then when I actually have time to focus on my work, I'll have something to kind of like go on and like inspire me. It's really, really important to have
this
many
makes
different
sense.
like bundles.
Do you feel that if you start seeing it as a job, you may end up disliking it? That happened then at Trio. That happened. Back in like late 2022 and even mid 2023, or late 2023 rather, I started seeing VTubing, this content creating, as a fucking job, and I hated it. Because I felt like I ruined this one little hobby that I used to have for escapist reasons and turned it into something like a job, into a fucking priority. It felt like watching streams was not even like something I did for fun anymore. It felt like an assignment, an actual task that I need to do. It sucked. Because I was watching debuts that I was not interested in just to catch up with people. I was watching fucking shorts and clips that I was not interested in, but I thought would provide like informational value to me. Just because I wanted to be like up to speed with things. I hated it. I did. And I don't want to get back to that sort of thing anymore. Because I still in a way, I still do view VTubing as like half a job, half a hobby. I don't want to look at it as a full-on job. Take a chill pill from the negative news. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, Watodil.
of motivation and inspiration.
Also, I'm a biomedical equipment technician, pretty much the dude who fixes broken medical equipment. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Oh, Jesus.
That's why like I literally curate all this and post it on my Patreon because I want to have buckets of just inspo.
It's always VTuber fans that are somehow like super OP. Like, you know, you expect to hear someone from Watotodil. I hear that name and I think, oh, he's probably like a salaryman or something. Nope. I fucking fix machines on medical stuff. It's like, oh my god. No, I'm actually pretty fucking VTuber fans are weird, man. And weird in a way that they're actually super cracked, super intelligent, super smart, or super accomplished and overachieving. It's pretty weird.
It helps a lot. I specifically get burnout.
Chemical engineer. Oh my god. No wonder you have money, Allegraza. Oh my. See what I'm saying here? See what I mean? See what I mean? Jesus, chemical engineer.
For example, if
I'm a fucking college dropout. Yeah, that's my background.
To want to work on content because I'm not in the right mindset.
It's how they can afford merch and super chats. True.
The reason why this video is being uploaded today, for example, is because I had a very bad experience at work yesterday, and it took me hours to finally calm down. And by the time I fell asleep, well, you know, it was the next day, and then I was like, oh no, I need to get off here.
Oh
and
my
start recording.
god.
But yeah, after I fell asleep.
Wait, I'm actually super insecure now. You guys are a bunch of achieving college graduates who have like high-tier, high-paying jobs, and you guys are giving money to me, some fucking loser that just watches VTubers a little too much, and that's the reason why he knows things. Oh, that actually kind of makes me feel insecure, right? It's like, wait, is this okay? I don't know.
But now it's feeling
that's kind of weird.
And
Don't
here we
look
are.
at it.
Now I'm recording really early in the morning. Because I feel better now. The other thing that will make me start to burn out is being overwhelmed. And I get overwhelmed.
Yeah, I'm not gonna think about it. The more I think about it, I'm gonna get super sad.
With it because I haven't fully processed it yet. Or if I have a lot of things I know I need to do, but I don't know how to take the first step with accomplishing it. Like the reason why I started Mari Monday is because I have a lot of things I want to say and a lot of things that I want to talk to you about. But sometimes
thank you, gentlemen. That's a good way of putting it.
I can't take it to a video editor since the majority of them only do stream.
Thank you, Lucky the
I
Pirate.
doubt I could find an editor to edit my Mari Monday videos because they just wouldn't know what to do with this rambling anime girl. So I came up with Mari Monday as a way for me to be able to make content without having to stress about the very first step of editing because I know.
That's what I do with streaming. That's what I do with streaming. When you're dealing with burnout, yeah. Trying to make a way to make content without you having to go through all the hoops and struggle and effort to make that content. That's why I stream. I don't know if a lot of you guys remember this, but back in 2023, right? I thought that, you know what if I stopped doing YouTube videos? What if I just streamed the actual topics of the videos I want to make and then like, you know, just show off the proofs and a lot of the screenshots and the links and the receipts, right? I felt like doing that. I really did indeed feel like doing that. That was actually going to be what I was gonna do this 2023. But then the Nijisanji drama happened, right? And I capitalized on it. Well, every single content creator and commentary VTuber and their moms capitalized in the Niji drama in one way or another. So it's like, after that, it's like, oh, hey, I finally have enough to, like, you know, offload some money and to spend it on, like, videos and stuff. Always pondering with the questionary what if, yeah.
Something that's like, yes, it's like fun. And okay, actually, this game is like very addicting, by the way, but it's something that I don't have to overthink about. It is like something that I don't need to focus on retention edits or making sure my script is like properly structured. I can just talk freely and still provide value in a more raw format. So my best tip to avoid burnout is to do whatever it is that's stressing you out in a way that will make you not overthink it. For example, if you have to write a 10-page essay that's due by the end of the week, but writing essays stresses you out, then open up a Word doc and just verbal vomit all over with your random thoughts. It's actually how I come up with a lot of my videos. Then after that, read it and just pick out the few sentences that relate to like the essay topic, and then boom! Just like that, you have your outline to write your paper. Rather than overthinking what you're going to say, just say the first thing that comes into your head because you can always fix it later. That's the best part about scripting or like recording, you know? Like in terms of like live streaming content, once you say it, it's kind of out there and like, like there's no taking it back. But at least with like videos, you can have multiple drafts. Same thing with like essays, you can write multiple drafts. Like
I feel like it's not necessarily
you
that
don't have to be
important
perfect.
because like if you make a video that has like incomplete information, you can make an addendum in the comment section or like in a follow-up video. When you make commentary, yes, there is like sort of a standard where you really do need to fact check and look over your stuff a little bit more deeply, because there will be people out there that's gonna take it as face value regardless if you warn them or not, right? But if that's the case, then that's on the viewers. That's a viewer problem, not a content creator problem. Because if you trust a content creator that they do their job right, they're not gonna do their job right all the time. Nobody's perfect. Nobody is fucking omniscient and can get things right all the time. There will be details they will miss. Some details they will forget. Some things that they may have accidentally omitted. Some things that they did not know at the time. Maybe they're misinformed in some senses. Right? People shouldn't take things at face value. And if you do, that's a you problem. Commentary content creators should be held to a higher standard, but they should not be seen as this fucking person that knows everything.
The first time. And
Exactly,
a lot of,
Samas.
the
Perfect
burnout
is
comes
the
from
enemy of
stress
good.
of trying to do things perfectly the first time. That's like a random example, but I think that can apply to pretty much anything that is stressing you out, since stress is typically what causes burnout. Not sure if you tried going the indie VTuber route before, but if so, what's it like being an indie VTuber versus having a manager like you do now? Can you maybe give a short list of pros and cons for both? I don't know why so many people think I'm in a company because I have a manager, but I have this assumption that many of you have never really watched content creators before, because like every big YouTuber and streamer has a manager. Ludwig, XQC, Pokimane, like
I do have a manager, but she is not actually a manager. She just takes care of my money because I hate money. I hate holding money, chat. That's the thing. Because I feel like, okay, here's the thing. You know how I grew up relatively poor, right? When I see or touch or think that a certain amount of money that's big belongs to me, I get super nervous. It's like, oh my God, like I shouldn't be holding this. It feels wrong to be holding this much money, right? So I just have my accountant do it for me. So that's pretty much it. My accountant. I don't even know if he's a fucking manager or not. I ask him because he's relatively like well versed in like content creating culture. I sometimes ask her for like advice, but that's it. I don't know if that constitutes as a manager or not. It's a he, not a she.
Them do. It's not like just a VTuber corpo thing. Like this is like pretty standard in the entertainment industry.
I would
And
assume one of the most
reason why
important skill for people doing daily videos is to know when the video is good enough. Daily videos, no. Because the thing about people that upload daily videos, Sazamas, is that they don't need to think about the video itself. They just need to put out content for the sake of putting out content. You know? And I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing, but daily video uploaders or even weekly video uploaders should be held to a lower standard. Yes. I don't know if I need a manager or not, though. I don't know how a manager could help me. Like an actual manager, rather.
a lot of us get managers is because sometimes it's difficult to keep track of a bunch of different projects, and having someone help manage them or helping manage your content can save you a lot of time.
I think the reason why I'm kind of used to dealing with my projects by myself is because back in high school, I was the person that carried my group mates whenever we do like content. No, not content. Whenever I do like group projects and everything. And I am used to handling multiple projects in multiple times with the deadlines being very short. I think that's probably the reason why like my work ethic is a little strong when I need to be. But my time management is absolutely poor, and my money handling skills.
Personally, my manager,
Same.
Tessa,
Yeah, I know, right?
video editor.
That's a
She
very
has
common
been working
experience for a lot of people.
so hard to find someone who is willing to work with me on scripted YouTube content, because there are so many VTuber editors out there who only do highlighted edits, which is the worst type of content I could produce on this channel. Edited highlights just don't work for me, and
Why
it's a
not?
waste of my money to even try to make videos like that on this channel. So I am very thankful to have Tessa spend all these hours trying to find people, and she's also my go-to person to bounce my content ideas from because
The
honestly,
Niji is hiring
Tessa
manager,
is
you
like
know?
one of the only people who has ever
Imagine.
truly believed in me as a content creator. Not even like some of my old friends would believe in my
Interesting,
vision as a
Frosh
VTuber.
Maximus.
And
Interesting.
everyone around here always made fun of me for making YouTube content as a VTuber. Everyone except for Tessa. She's been very, very supportive, trying to help me do research on my target audience.
Why
and
would you do
she's
that? Wait, I don't get it. Why would people do that? Why would you do that? Why would you make fun of people? Why would you make fun of VTubers for making YouTube content?
On my target audience, and she's shown me how to like filter out the noise. And when I say this, I'm talking about people that I actually want to talk to and filtering out the people who don't actually matter. Because I'll get a lot of angry comments from people telling me how bad I am and why my content isn't good. And then there was also like a time where like another VTuber tried to send her following to harass me because I told them to grow up for their shitty behavior. And
I don't know if those types of content are on Mari's YouTube comments or on her Twitter. But here's the thing, you know why I don't see hate of myself, chat? And I'm already a Menhera, right? But I feel like if I ego search a lot, or if I'm on Twitter a lot, I would probably mentally break down. Because here's the thing, I'm barely on Twitter and ego search. I never ego search. I never trust VT's judgment on a lot of things, nor do I browse there to ego surf. The problem, right? The problem with being a content creator is that it's very hard to distinguish which people want you to improve and will criticize you versus people that are just out there to fucking fuck you up. That's the problem. Because there are like concern baiters out there. You know what a concern baiter is, chat? I mean, obviously different places have a different term for it, but concern baiters are those people that will make it seem like they're on your side. Like, hey, I'm just looking out for you, you know, but then no, they're actually just there to put you down. Concern troll. Yeah, concern troll, sorry. Concern troll. Yeah, there are people that are out there and it's very hard to distinguish. I myself actually have a very difficult time identifying those people. I feel like everybody does. Yeah.
Tessa pointed out that a big
You don't need to
crowd is
ego
just
search yourself.
noise,
Yeah, no
and
need.
They don't actually represent the people I want to talk to because the people that I'm trying to talk to actually understand the message of my content and it actually helps them. But when you're by yourself, sometimes when you see like all this negativity and people like coming after you, it can feel very overwhelming and you feel trapped, you feel alone, like no one is there to support you. And one of the biggest pros of having a manager is that they can be that voice of reason. They literally, like, the biggest pro of having a manager is that you can hire
a tard
manager for
wrangler.
anything that you need help on.
Yeah,
So
a tard wrangler. That's what he means.
having someone like explain to you like, hey, like I know this is like really stressful to like deal with, but this isn't really how like your audience thinks. This is just someone who's just trying to.
Is this the reason why I'm kind of Menhera? Or like I'm kind of nervous when it comes to shit. I don't have a tard wrangler. Do I need a tard wrangler?
Like, they just want to feel special and kind of like compartmentalizing a lot of that stuff and like seeing.
I don't
like,
think I
okay,
do.
That's
the
true.
thing.
This really does not represent like my audience. So like their feedback is not important. It's like having someone to ground you essentially. But again, just because you can hire a manager to do anything does not mean that you should make them do everything. I know some people have multiple managers that do like their own specialized thing, and I had like a live stream talking about that more in my virtual life, but I think that I feel like a lot of people don't exactly understand like what a manager can do and how to utilize them properly, and they think like a manager is supposed to make them big and like I don't know. I feel like
Yeah, I have that misconception. Oh wait, no, I don't have that misconception. It's just that I don't know what a manager could do for me right now.
Is finding a manager that's the right fit for you. Because some of the best managers are hard to find because they're already working with someone and you have to comb through all the snake oil salesmen out there. But the only way you can do that is by spending money and trialing them.
True, chat. Actually, you know what? This is so fucking big. I need to talk about this. In the VTubing industry, right? When there was this big indie EN boom that happened like a couple of years ago. No, it's not even a couple of years ago. It was just literally months ago. There were so much motherfucking people that wanted to pretend that they were managers. Say that, hey, I was my manager or I helped this person and X and X did this and X and X. And you know what they were actually trying to do? They were actually trying to groom these fucking VTubers into becoming their projection of what a perfect streamer is and to like have a relationship with them, if you catch my drift. Yeah. Yeah. It all comes back to that whole thing we talked about Parrot a couple of months ago, where there's this industry where like where a bunch of people would actually like love bomb and gift indies, give them a lot of money, like to groom them into becoming the content creator that they want to be. Some smart, well, I guess smart. I guess I don't know if smart is the right term for it. Like maybe sneaky people. Yeah, okay, let's call it sneaky. Some sneaky people out there have did like, how do I want to term this? Some sneaky people out there did those people one up, you know, gotten up and did that, but in a very different way by pretending to be a manager and like pretending that they're on this VTuber side. Hey, I know so much about content creating and VTubering. I can analyze your YouTube analytics and tell you what you need to do. Helped with insert random big VTuber here, and then what they actually did was just help them with their schedules and nothing else. Fucking exaggerate their work and what they did in the past just to groom this one indie. Yeah. People can be weird sometimes.
See how they work. I think the
That's
biggest
why
reason
there's
that we have-
actually kind of a negative connotation around VTuber, like indie VTuber managers these days, chat. Even VTuber agencies are actually falling prey to this. Because you know how there's a lot of VTuber agencies that are popping off right now? And for some reason, right? For some reason, there's always that one fucking manager in that one agency that gets outed for being either an absolute sex pest, is super unprofessional and rude, or is just downright degenerate and is trying to get under a certain VTuber's pants. It always happens. And it's because of this. It's because of this. It's because of this rush in the VTuber in this gold rush in the VTuber industry, where everyone is trying to become a VTuber and everybody wants to start a VTuber agency and they don't have the time to rep people. They don't have to like really gauge people's interest. No. And it's smart, right? Because as they say, when there's a gold rush, the real way to make money is not to mine the gold. It's to sell the pickaxes. And that's what quote-unquote VTuber managers have done. Obviously, it's more nefarious in this context, but it still can be applied. I feel like the real positive full extent of that quote being an absolute positive here in the industry are artists. Artists are actually absolutely eating because of the industry.
Have when hiring a manager is that they think hiring a manager means that they'll suddenly start growing, and if they aren't growing, then it's their manager's fault, and it's like, oh well, you scammed me. And it's like, no, not necessarily. Like, some people are not meant to be content creators, and then other times you have to just keep trial and like trying. To put into context, it took me and Tessa several months of me doing tons of trial and error on my YouTube channel to figure out what content actually works for me, and then understanding why it works. Like, it's so frustrating to want to like talk about because I feel like people.
Hey Dian, what do you think? Oh, actually, I don't know how much. Okay, so I don't know too much about Indonesia's move to ban Twitter. That's the thing. I really don't know too much. Like, I feel like I'd have to know the laws of Indonesia and the political stuff that's going on around there in order to actually say my piece on it. But I have no idea yet. Because I feel like at that point, if they want to ban Twitter, might as well ban Twitch, you know?
Have this unrealistic expectations about
That's
their
porn.
content. They think that if they have a big fancy debut, they're gonna grow. And if they don't, then it's their manager's fault because they didn't like promote them enough. And it's like, no, maybe your model doesn't actually fit the right audience that you're trying to reach out to. Maybe like the actual content you're making isn't the right fit. Maybe you just have to slightly tweak a little bit of how you go about talking, and that can be like the biggest difference. Maybe we need to improve your graphics or something. Like, there's a lot of variables for why people are either engaging or not engaging with your content. Like, it's not just this weird.
I don't overthink this, chat. I don't overthink this. I don't bother analyzing my YouTube analytics. And a lot of people have been telling me, why don't I do that, right? And I'm like, do I need to do that? I feel like I do. Don't get me wrong. I'm not being like, Like, you know, I'm not looking down on them or think that they're wrong, but I just don't do it. It's probably what, I don't know. Yeah. Maybe I do need to actually do that. Maybe I do need a YouTube, a guy that can look at my YouTube analytics and tell me what I'm doing wrong.
One-sided relationship where you hire someone, they tell you do this, this, and that, and then boom, you just become successful.
That's
It
interesting,
doesn't
Shamas.
work that way. That is not how content in general works. It's not how people work. Not every piece of advice that your manager gives you is going to be the right one. And just because it's not the right advice does not mean that they're scamming you necessarily. It's up to you to pick and choose what direction you want to go with your content at the end of the day. Especially if you're an indie. If you're in a company, I mean, you guys have like your own rules. Like, I don't know anything about that. But if you're paying someone to help you and you're not taking their advice and you're still not growing, then what
you're
are
fucking
you
up.
doing? You're
You're
just
fucking up.
wasting money at that point. Like, actually try the advice first. And if you don't understand what the advice is, ask for clarification. A good manager should be able to explain it to a 5-year-old. A literal 5-year-old should be able to understand the advice. And if they can't, then that means the manager doesn't even understand their own advice. And so, like, there you go. But if you're still not getting it, ask questions. Stop getting frustrated at the person you're hiring, being like, well, you're not helping me, so, like, you're incompetent. Like, no. Maybe you're the
Yeah.
one that isn't, like, taking the time to ask and communicate properly. Like, actually try the advice.
This is actually true. I've seen this instance a lot behind the scenes. Where like people have, how do I want to say this? Certain content creators overvalue. Obviously, a good manager is important, right? But they have a lot of expectations from managers. No, man. No.
Advice first. And if it doesn't work, then work on that from there, because that's the only way you're going to improve. You can't just have this expectation that you're gonna try this one thing once, and if it doesn't work, that means you should never try it again. Or like, it's so frustrating to talk about this kind of stuff. Like, God, it could also be because this game is slightly frustrating too. It's a lot to manage for my ADHD, but if you strongly feel like the advice that
She
they
can
give you is
control
not
her
a good
model
fit for your
really
channel,
well.
then talk
That's
it out with your
interesting.
manager and see if you can find another solution. Your manager is supposed to be your coworker, your teammate, someone you can equally plan things out because they are a part of your team. So communicate and be honest with your manager. If you're in this to try to make a shit ton of money, tell them that. Say, like, I want to make a shit ton of money. Okay, let's talk about some money plans. Let's talk about things that you're really good at that we can monetize.
Yeah.
Like, don't just sit there and pretend like you're here to make friends and then also try to be like, well, I also want to like make this into a business. Like, no, you need to be honest with your manager.
Yeah.
If you want to be funny and like you're talking to your
You
manager,
know what? The reason I paused there is because I know too many examples of that. I know too many examples of that happening.
and they're like, well, the jokes that you're making doesn't seem to like be really
Because look, actually, no, I'm not gonna explain
getting
further.
a reaction out of people. Then look at like how you're setting up your jokes, how you're setting up your punchlines. Like, have you guys like break down, take some comedy classes or something, some improv, and learn what are things that people actually laugh at. How do you set up like a good joke? You know, like I feel like people are so quick to blame somebody else except for themselves with their own incompetencies on being a good content creator.
Yeah, because
And
everybody
also,
is
like,
wrong
one
except
other
me.
thing- I'm not in a company. I'm just an indie.
Yeah.
Like, the only
What do
reason
you
why I know
mean?
any of this information is because I failed so much. I failed for a very long time. But instead of blaming other people, I looked at my stuff and thought about, why isn't this working? Okay, well, what is working? Oh, okay.
No,
Maybe I have
I'm
to,
gonna
like,
blame the
rephrase things better.
algorithm.
Maybe I need to like actually try a little bit harder on my thumbnails. And I don't know, maybe actually try to provide value. Like, I sound frustrated because I'm trying to like give people value, and I feel like I have to repeat myself with these questions over and over again because people like don't actually listen to what it is that I'm saying. Like they just like think it's so easy, and it's not. That is the reason why I feel like a broken record sometimes trying to like do this stuff. Oh man, it is like so odd why people ask me like for advice and then they go off and don't do any of the advice that I give them. I'm giving this for free, so like I don't know what you want.
No, not really. You know what? The reason why people do that is because they want when people ask for quote unquote advice and they don't take it, it's because you're not enforcing what they already thought. Here's the thing. Most people, right? Most people. There are a few people out there that genuinely is lost and want to do and is looking for advice, right? But when there are people who quote unquote wants advice, what they're actually saying is that, hey, I have this narrative in my head. Can you tell me I'm right? And if your advice goes against what impression or narrative that they're going with, or what the decision they've already made up is, that's why they don't take it. They want validation, not advice. Exactly. They want you to suck their dick. Not figuratively, of course.
I don't know, like, it's just free advice, man. I'm just an anime girl playing this game. It's not that serious. Now, this is a question that I saw a lot of you in the comments asking me. There are so many social media platforms. Any tips or suggestions on managing them and...
Tip number 1. You don't need to engage in fucking Twitter to like grow as a content creator. Sure, you know, like how do I want to say it? Yeah, sure you can. But at the end of the day, Twitter is irrelevant to as a content creator. You can engage with other people in there. You can like stay in touch with people, but you don't absolutely need it. You absolutely don't. In fact, I would say this advice. Stay away from Twitter. But it also depends on what you want to do, right? Because if you're a content creator that's in it for the money, you need Twitter. You know why? Because Twitter Blue gives people so much money. So if you want to min-max your content, right? You want to mix-max your content, you want to monetize every facet of it, yeah, log into Patreon, Fansly, or whatever 18 plus Discord plus platforms you may have, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Here's what you want to do. Here is what you want to do. You want to set up a YouTube channel, then a highlights channel, and then a Twitch channel, and then a VOD channel. What you want to do is you want to lure people in with your content on YouTube, right? That's where you make the bulk of your content. And as a side, on your Twitch, that's where you stream. Maybe you do some reaction videos. Maybe you want to do game shows. You want to involve other people in. You want to stream. You want to do gaming. You want to do everything, right? Clip those moments, a lot of those moments, upload them on your highlights channel. But you do not want to make it clear that it's a highlight channel. You want to do what Asmund Gold and Charlie is doing. You know what Asmund Gold does? This is not a highlights channel.
There's
right?
me right there.
This is not a highlights channel. This is his official channel. But when you boil it down, there's barely any original content here that's reserved for this channel alone. These are just clips from his streams. You want to market it this way. Because that means this is going to mean a lot of money for you as a content creator. Look at these views. Even if you get like 20% of the views that Asmund Gold gets, the fact that you can upload multiple videos and multiple content in one day, those viewerships are gonna add up, right? And then you're also gonna have a VOD channel, and those viewers are also gonna add up, right? Yeah. And another thing you wanna do, you wanna go on Twitter, right? You wanna farm tweets. Get YouTube Premium, not YouTube Premium, Twitter Blue, and make engagement bait tweets. I don't care what the fuck engagement bait tweet you will want to have. This is for money, right? You don't care about fucking people liking you or not. As long as you make money, you can monetize the hate, right? You make engagement bait. Maybe you want to comment on some dumb fucking drama that's happening anywhere, right? Maybe you want to comment on news. Heck, you could even fake a reaction or make a falsified statement. It doesn't fucking matter. What matters is you have impressions that are this huge, and you will have a lot of money. And then you want to have a Patreon, right? Because of course you do. So you just had yourself 5 revenue streams. You had a Clipper channel, you had your YouTube channel, you have a Twitch channel, you have a VOD channel, you have your Twitter, and you have your Patreon. And I would bet your ass that that the bulk of your money, you also have sponsors, by the way. You also have sponsors. And I'm going to bet your ass that the biggest revenue stream that you will have is probably going to be your highlights channel. Or your streams, depending if you get a lot of super chats or not. If you have the mental for it. I mean, of course, you pretty much have to have the mentality for it. You're here to make money, right? Yeah. You don't care about, what other people think. You don't care about getting blacklisted. No. You want views. You want donations. You want sponsors. Right? That's what you want to do as a content creator, right? You want to make money. Again, people have different reasons for wanting to be a content creator. Some people want to be friends. Some people want to see it as a hobby. Most people want to have money. Now, most people want to make it as like a money/friendship thing, where they have to they want to have a relatively good, like a good reputation among other people behind the scenes. Not behind the scenes, publicly. But if you're just in it for money, like at the end of the day, your work will not affect your personal life. So you're far detached to actually making sure that people like you or that you produce high quality content. Then why do you care? Right? Why do you care? You just want money. That's how you do it. But of course, that's like a short-term thing. Man has flown off the handle for this one. Yeah, man. Didn't you say not to go to Twitter? I mean, if you're a content creator that's in it just for the money, that you kind of have to. Yeah. I'm not in VTubing for the money. That's the thing. As much as a lot of people want to say that I'm a grifter or that I'm in it for them, no, I'm not.
Benefits from members and subscribers. When it comes to social media, there are so many different things that you can do to get noticed. It really depends on what it is you're trying to achieve.
Exactly. What is it you want to achieve? See, Mari even gets it right. I don't know if he would agree with what I said, but generally, it depends on what you want to achieve. That's why there is no such thing as a universal advice, because every single piece of advice will ultimately depend on a lot of contexts that you yourself can really answer.
Because
Love the
every
maths.
social media platform has
Yep.
its own unique algorithm. Now, I know this sounds like I'm about to give a generic answer, but I really want you to think about what I just said a moment ago. It really depends on what it is that you are trying to achieve. What do you want to accomplish on social media exactly? Are you going on social media to make friends? Because you don't need
Not
to
gonna lie,
post.
I have
like,
to give
stuff about
kudos to Asmon Gold for Asmon Gold and Charlie are the biggest people that have actually figured out the formula and is fucking raking it. And I respect that. I do. As a
you
content
don't really
creator.
need to like try to make content and like get this huge following if your goal is friendship. If your goal is friendship, go
Oh,
out
by
of
the
your
way,
way
I
to-
don't know if this channel is monetized or not. I have Twitter Blue, not Twitter Blue, like YouTube Premium, so I don't get ads. I don't know if these videos get ads, but if it does, this is probably making a lot of money for him. Probably like 100K a month or something. Yeah, probably more than that even.
to like talk to people, be the first person to start a conversation, but like don't try to like disguise it as a veil of like, oh yeah, I want to collab and play games with you when like your goal is to like be friends with them. Because I feel like people become content creators to get friends or some kind of like benefits or some kind of romantic relationship, and they pretend like they're here to like actually make content, like they care about growing, and then it causes like awkward like stuff to happen. If you're here to make friends, don't be a content creator. Like, don't focus on content. Focus on like talking to people and like making connections that way. If your goal is to get a lot of likes on your posts, then posting that people like. I know that sounds so obvious, right? But
All of
think
this
about
means
it.
nothing if
What
you have the
do you
personality of a
typically
wet
like on social
cardboard.
media?
Of course.
Post artwork,
Yeah, of
selfies,
course.
or animal photos. Like, think about
That's why assholes or like people that are generally like, they like to make fun of people or like, like the people that are like kind of asshole-ish, but like in a fun way. Those are usually the type of personalities that succeed the plan that I told you. Because not only do they not really care that much about what most people think because they're assholes, but because assholes are kind of funny. Assholes are funny. Especially if they're assholes that are super blatant. I mean, obviously not all assholes are funny. It depends on like how creative the asshole is, but like, that's the meta. Yeah.
why people like something. I like to like a lot of artwork that I think is really cool. If you're an artist, that's something that you can do too. If
Oh,
people
by the way,
aren't liking
RVJ, I don't know if you're still watching the stream or not. I want you to clip that. I want you to clip that ramble I had for like that strat as to how to make money. Teehee.
stuff, don't say it's because of the algorithm, and don't say it's because you're bad at art. Keep making art. Like, not everything that you post is going to be a banger. If you want a lot of shares or something, post memes. That is very shareable. People like
Engage,
to
babe.
send their friends memes. Do you want comments? post something, I don't know,
Engaging
post
bait.
something controversial or something, and that'll make people want to give their opinions on it. That's the easy
True.
way, right? Oh gosh, it's so interesting because I think a lot of people don't actually know what it is that they want from social media, and then they don't know how to use the platforms. Like, I don't think that there are any benefits for subscribers.
Here's the thing. People just want to be famous for the sake of being famous. It's an ego. It's a very human problem, which is ego. They want to have their egos spread. They want to be praised. They want attention to them, right? It doesn't... But the problem is they don't know, or it doesn't matter to them how they want to have that ego stroked. That's why most people, when they blow up, they don't really know what they want.
Other than that, they, you know, when they follow you, they have a higher chance of seeing more of your content on your timeline, but this isn't guaranteed because of algorithms and they change, and people are typically on the For You page. So new stuff is constantly being pushed out to them, which means you're always fighting for people's attention. The thing about social media is that the algorithm just means people. Like, yes, there is a robot that like shows you stuff while you're going on stuff, but the algorithm is people. People choose to interact with something or they choose to scroll past. You don't need to post on every different like social media platform. I pick and choose when I upload on different
True.
ones because I don't have a lot
I
of
stay
time
away from
to
Twitter.
sit there posting consistently.
Look, chat,
on
you
there.
know what I would have done if I was min-maxing profits? I would have like retweeted every single fucking like expose document that happens in the indie scene. I would retweet every single news that happens in Hololive and Nijisanji, and I would engagement bait the fuck out of it. I would. But I'm not. You know why? It's not because I'm a good person. It's not because I want to leave people alone. It's because I hate Twitter. And that's it. I just hate Twitter. I just don't like being on Twitter, and that's it. That's why I'm not engagement baiting. Engagement farming, I mean. Because in the VTuber industry, the way to get noticed on Twitter is to play the algorithm. And to play the algorithm, you do a lot of engagement bait.
And you don't need to grow. I try to focus on the platforms where the majority of my target audiences are, and for me, that is on Twitter and YouTube. That's like a vague but basic guide on social media that I think everyone knows. So for me personally, I use different social media platforms to achieve different results. The main goal for me is to post on social media so that way people will want to eventually check out my YouTube channel at some point.
Become
The
like a
idea
VTuber
is that I
journalist in
post
Twitter?
valuable content to
I would
make
kill
someone wanna
myself
click on my
first.
profile
I would
and either
rather
follow
not.
me on the social media, or they'll see that I have a YouTube and want to click on that.
The
That is
day I call myself a journalist is the day you know, chat. Is the day, chat, yet you know I am no longer being genuine. That's the thing.
the goal. That is why I post.
I'm
on
just
social
in it for the money. I sold my soul.
media. Otherwise, I don't go on social
That's
media.
when you
I
know.
don't waste my time because I'm spending the rest of my time making content. Now, I do post on other social media, like on
Not
Work, for
that I have
example.
anything against journalists, by the way. It's just that the term journalists in generally the internet has become so tainted because of people, not because of people, because of media companies like IGN or Kotaku or fucking BuzzFeed. You know, it ruined what was once a prestigious title. Being a journalist meant to used to mean something.
I like to post in the virtual YouTubers subreddit whenever I upload a video that's either a tutorial or something that I think other people would be interested in watching in the VTuber.
So much
scene. Like,
negativity?
I don't
Yeah,
post
because
and
negativity is
announce
what gets
every
clicks
single
and
video
views.
I upload in there, like my Mari
What
Monday
to
videos,
do.
for example, because I know nobody in that subreddit cares about my Mari Mondays. I make this video for you and everyone else who is currently following me on YouTube who have questions about stuff with like VTubing. Like, this video is your little special treat to get to ask me stuff, and it doesn't make sense for me to promote it on Reddit because when I check my analytics, nobody engages or clicks on this on Reddit when I post this stuff. So instead, for Reddit specifically, I will only promote videos that are either going to help solve another VTuber's problem that they currently have, or if it's a topic that I think VTuber fans will enjoy watching. I know the virtual YouTubers subreddit has a self-promotion tag, which is what I have to use when I like post these videos. But
Interesting.
if you're literally just going on there and only posting, hey, I'm live, come check me out, or hey, come watch my new video, like no one is going to click on that.
Nobody's gonna do
bad.
that.
Like, would you click on that? Seriously, like, would you click on that if you're scrolling the VTuber subreddit?
No.
Like, ask yourself, would you click on that? Don't try to lie and pretend like you would. Like, oh, I might be. No, you wouldn't.
No,
Which
you
means-
don't. You know what you do? You make a fake account, or you ask your friend to like astroturf for you. Chat, here's an unspoken secret in the industry. You have any idea how many VTubers and other VTuber agencies astroturf in this fucking agency? And for people that don't know what astroturfing means, let me just Google it for you. Yeah. It's basically making it so that a certain organization or person is asking people around them, like actually like pretending that it's genuine. Like basically, how do I want to? Yeah, just read it. Just read it. I don't know how to explain it right now in VTubing speak. I feel like I need to script it a little better. Yeah. Fake promotion. Yeah. Like promoting their stuff, but not as them, but as like other content, us like the normal public. Like let's say I'm VTuber agency number 59. Let's say my name is fucking Port Exatria or something, right? And then AstroTurf, I make another account that I've made like 5 months ago, and then I pretend that I'm a VTuber fan, and I'm like, hey, this one person from this one agency is really good. You guys should check them out. Just fucking random like spam tweets, not spam tweets, spam their fucking clips until like eventually that one tweet bangs out on like Twitter or Reddit, and then it gets popular and it gets like organic growth that way. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Why would anyone else do that? No, you would scroll past it. Like, I know
That's not the only example of astroturfing. A lot of the astroturfing that happens in 4chan by a bunch of these other VTubers and VTuber agencies are a little bit more special. Yeah.
personally, I overthink things a lot on social media. But honestly, some of my best posts that I've ever made on
Yeah,
social media
Julio,
were the
so
ones
that's
where
part of
I
it,
just
yeah.
don't think to
Being a
bring
fake
up,
fan.
and I just anime girl. That's it. I just do what I want. I do what I want, and that does the best. If you're very cautious and you want to like really plan things out, then just go on a subreddit or something and see what posts are popular. Like, I know for virtual YouTubers specifically, a lot of people like to post memes or funny skits that are posted directly to Reddit. Like, not you linking and self-promoting a short from YouTube or TikTok, but you actually posting it for people on Reddit to enjoy. You have to actually be a part of the community of that subreddit to really get the most out of it, instead of trying to use like a one-sided relationship, because a lot of these Redditors have been there for years and they're not going to not be on Reddit anymore just because you posted a video. So if you want more attention on Reddit, then become a part of that subreddit community and get to know the people there. Like, you can definitely see a
Was
pattern.
Tempo's debut hype an AstroTurf? I don't think so. I saw the rats though. I saw the speculation about how it was actually Magni that may have like faked the whole memes just to like, you know, make it seem. Yeah, I saw the rats 2 years ago. I don't think it was an AstroTurf though. At least me personally. But we never truly know. That's the thing.
Of what kind of stuff people like and they like to engage with, and you can still be your own unique self. Just stop making it all about you.
Yeah,
That's
the
not
May
how
is
social
Millie
media
memes.
works. Like,
That is an
yes, they're
example of an
micro-celebrities, but you
AstroTurf.
don't
But
need
obviously we don't know if that's true or
to
not.
like make
It's
that
just
so
funny.
obvious. Just be a human. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, you might not have like a human VTuber, but just stop making it all about you. Try to have a conversation with people. Like for Twitter, for example, I will update people when I upload a video only because the algorithm really likes showing my thumbnails on people's For You page. And how do I know this? Because I look at my analytics on Twitter and I see the impression ratio.
What?
Especially
Wow.
if I am making a commentary video about something that might seem like I'm about to give a hot take on. Twitter loves showing people content that's either going to make them horny or upset. And since I follow the upset category more often than not, my video thumbnails
Yeah, Mari and I are
people like to
blood
go on getting
brothers.
upset most of the time,
Exactly.
unfortunately. But I don't know, like I
It's
noticed that
always the
whenever I think about a
content
Mari
that
Monday
makes people
tutorial,
upset.
Twitter does not push out those videos as much as I would like it to. So I pick and choose when to promote these.
There is one thing that's worse than having people be upset about you. It's when you're ignored. You upsetting people, you being the target of like, you know, a lot of fire. Sure, that sucks. Being ignored sucks more if you're a content creator.
I don't really like using Twitter, but as I mentioned earlier, the majority of my target audience is on there, which means I have to use it, and I need to understand who it is that I'm talking to on there. Typically, a lot of people from Twitter, if they think like, you know, if I like make a thumbnail or a title and it makes someone on Twitter be like, well, I have things to say about that, they'll just go click on my video and then comment whatever it is that they want to comment about, because like that's how Twitter is. I form my videos while keeping the person that I am trying to reach out to in mind. So yes, that means you, Baka. Like, I know the majority of you are on Twitter, and I know the majority of you are constantly being exposed to seeing negative stuff, and it's affecting
I guess
a lot
that
of
makes
you.
sense, yeah.
So I want to make my content be more positive and helpful. But if I just make like a video that's like, yeah, this is like really positive and motivating, people are not going to click on it. But if I actually write a tweet that is more positive and not just like a, you can do it, like I actually take the time to address something that I know is bothering a lot of people and saying, hey, like, I hear you. That will do a lot better on Twitter than just being like, you can do it. I know sometimes like that kind of content can help people. Some people do like those posts, but that doesn't work for me.
No,
That's not the type of
it never works for a content creator. Positive content, if you're a commentary adjacent content creator, a commentary adjacent content creator, I mean, positive videos barely work unless it's tinged with some negative associations. Like, let's say you want to cover a news positively, then you have to have a somewhat negative spin on it. Not necessarily you're gonna cover it in a negative way, but it has to be tinged some. Let's say we wanna make a positive video about a VTuber, like their rise to stardom. That's not gonna work. You know what's gonna work though? If you add in the extra context that the VTuber was actually fucking, let's say they got cancelled, something bad happened to them, or maybe they were struggling at first, right? And then they became a star. Yeah, that initial part of negativity, that one little flick, that is what you need in order to pop off a positive sort of content.
people that I'm trying to reach out to, because I know the people that I need to talk to are more logical. They don't need someone to tell them that they can do it. They want someone to acknowledge how they're feeling and say, hey, I acknowledge it. I have a similar experience too. And like, this is kind of what helped me go through it. No pressure. You don't need to do like the advice that I did. This is just like an example if that makes you feel better. That's the kind of mentality that I have for the people I reach out to on Twitter. You know, even if I talk about drama, I try to have a more constructive spin on it now, because I think we can all have a civil discussion and learn something important from everything that happens around our community. And overall,
sure.
I just want my content to be more like helpful than not. And like, I want people to feel like they're actually being heard. You know, like I feel like a lot of people don't have an opportunity to let anyone like just acknowledge them. It kind of boggles my mind that people are so like self-absorbed that they want to be noticed, but they don't know how to get noticed. And like, there's just this weird relationship. I guess like more like a weird one-sided relationship on like, what? Sorry. I'm like, what does good in the algorithm when the algorithm is just people, and people have feelings and people have opinions and beliefs and dreams. So reaching out and communicating what those are and making a connection is how you succeed on social media. For example,
Really? Damn.
when it comes to Instagram, I just post reels on there most of the time.
That's not how I see the algorithm. Not really. How do I want to say this? Obviously, I listen to you guys and look at what direction you may want my content to do. But like, the audience just doesn't know what they want. That's the thing. At least that's what I've experienced. The audience does not know what they want. That's why you have to trick the audience into believing that what they're watching is something that they've actually wanted to hear or know, or like, watch all along. You need to trick your audience into thinking that what you have to say is important, or that is what you have to say is what they want to hear. I don't know if that's how it actually works. It's just how I operate. Yeah.
Basically, any funny memes or skits that I either saw on TikTok or came up with myself, I'll upload on there. And that's because I know the people
I want what I
am trying to
don't
reach out
expect
to
I
go
wanted.
on
Something
Instagram
like
to
that,
entertain.
Yamanaka.
Like,
Yeah.
I also want to post more aesthetic art of like my model on there, but I don't know. I might wait until after I do my re-debut. Also, like, I haven't tried any of the educational stuff on there, but I know people really like funny stuff on there, and I've been successful posting things that are skit related because, again, I know like the people that I am trying to reach out to specifically on Instagram want to be entertained. That is like what my focus is. Then on my bio, I have my YouTube channel linked, so anyone who clicks on my
Instagram,
profile
huh?
can see that. And I have gotten a lot of people subscribing to my YouTube because of that, because they liked how funny I was and they want to see more content like that. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm not giving the best answer for all of this stuff. Like, I feel like the things that I'm saying is not really clicking, and I don't know. Like, I feel like that social media is hard, okay? It is hard. Like, sometimes you think you have a really good piece of art or a video clip and then you post it really proud, but then nobody engages with it. And
Yeah, we know this. I know this feeling all too well.
well, like, that sucks, but that is like the game. You are fighting for other people's
Viewers just
attention.
want
The algorithm
content
is
to
people. If
consume.
people's attention,
Exactly what
people
to
who are
deal. Exactly.
to school, who are at work, who are on lunch break, who are in right before bed, They all have feelings. They all have something that there's a reason why they're scrolling on social media that they need satisfied. And more often than not, nobody engages with your content because you couldn't get them to stop scrolling for whatever it is that they were currently on social media for at that time. It's very time sensitive, and our brains are wired to filter out noise and things that don't interest us. And the only way you can get someone to stop scrolling is by catching their attention for the first 3 seconds when they see your piece of content, and it satisfies like whatever it is that they're looking for currently while browsing through social media, because that can change throughout the day and the time. Like, think about it. You ever wonder why not safe for work art always does well on Twitter? Because when
People
you're
are horny.
scrolling, you'll see like a lot of skin, even if you're scrolling fast. Like, that is a big blob of skin, or you'll see some kind of like big booba anime girl, and that'll catch your attention right away if you're, you know, interested in that kind of stuff. But for me, I quickly scroll past that because I am not interested in that. But you know
Okay.
what does get me to stop scrolling? A cat video. The moment I recognize a cat video,
what?
I
Oh,
stop
a cat
scrolling to watch it
video.
because I want my boost of serotonin. I'm going on Twitter, scrolling around, looking for cat videos to get my serotonin, and then I log off. Because the moment I start seeing more depressive, negative stuff, I log off. Like, I don't want to see that, I log off. So you got to think about that. Why is someone currently scrolling through social media at that moment? Like, I want you to think about why you scroll on social media. When you're on Twitter, what kind of posts make you stop scrolling? If it got you to stop scrolling for even a second, then that means that grabbed your attention. That's something you should note down since it got your attention. Maybe it was the first word of their sentence. Like,
Hold on.
I don't know, like, you read the first sentence of my experience with, and automatically your brain's wired, oh, this is gonna be like some interesting tea, and that makes you stop scrolling right away. Maybe it was like a caption on a Reddit post that caught your eye. Some kind of headliner, some kind of like buzzword, some kind of emotional punch. You
Hold
know,
on.
there is a reason why you were on social media. You were looking for something. Now think about what the people you're trying to reach out to are looking for. And make content
Again, I don't. Maybe it works for her, but it doesn't work for me.
around that. Anytime something catches your eye, even for a millisecond, take note of that. Write it down because there is a reason for it. What I don't want
People, again, it's the whole thing where people just want to consume and they don't want to consume. So you have to make something that looks appealing enough to make them think that, oh, hey, that's interesting. I want to consume that. I don't know what it is, but I want to consume that. I think that's how like random YouTube algorithm stuff works. For example, I'm going to go on the YouTube recommended tab. What is it here that I am interested in consuming? Right? Oh, I'm not feeling anything. I'm not feeling anything right now. Right? I don't feel anything right now. Yeah, right. And then, boom. Oh, Ari's boycotts go crazy. I don't know who the fuck Ari is, but I want to consume that. Boom. Random video. And I think the reason why it's different for me is because that's ultimately the appeal of commentary. Let's say let's go back to the right opinion example. I'm gonna bet a shit ton of your fucking balls, and even my balls. You barely know who the fuck any of these people are. I mean, if you watch the right opinion, you don't know who the fuck these people are. No, you don't even you don't even probably like the right opinion's personality, or even know who this is, right? But then you see something like how Dream became a target. It's like, oh yeah, I don't know who Dream is, but that's interesting. The real Ellen, yeah, that sounds like an interesting story. I want to consume that. Boom. That is the appeal of commentary. You don't need to know who they are, who it comes from. It just needs to be presented in a way that's appealing. That's probably why it works for me, but probably may not work for other people. It depends on the niche. Yeah. So, yeah. That's how I navigate my YouTube channel. That's just me, by the way. I'm not saying that like I'm not saying that how do I want to say this? I'm not saying that what Mari said is wrong. It's just that she probably has a different audience than mine. Yeah.
anyone to do is to feel bad that their social media posts aren't doing well, because even sometimes I struggle to get engagement on my own posts. Like, we're constantly fighting for attention, and the thing is,
True.
if one person ends up liking your social media post, then that's a good thing. Congrats, you caught someone's attention, and that's a good thing. Now be proud of it. Just like I'm proud of how much I am able to manage this very chaotic game. All right, I'll just answer like a few more questions because I don't want this to be too long. But
People don't want to congratulate
new VTubers.
small achievements like that. You know the reason why? Because in the internet, people are numbers. They're not human.
what are best
They're not
practices
human.
for promoting yourself? And like, this is so fascinating. Like, it's
I'm not
fascinating.
saying that as an objective term. It's just how many people look at it. Like, for example, 353 people. That's like a lot. That's a lot of people, right? But any content creator who sees this is probably gonna think, oh, that's a fucking nothing, but who cares, right? Boo, irrelevant, whatever. 50K people. That's like a lot. But to any numbers, especially when context is involved, it's like, ooh, yeah, no, who the fuck? See, this is an example. Japan's biggest singer is a faceless outcast. If you don't know who Ado is, or Ado, I don't know how to pronounce her name actually. I'm uncultured like that. If you don't know who Ado is, right? You're probably gonna click on this if it's presented in a way that's like appealing to you enough or like intriguing to you enough. That is the appeal of commentary. That's why I think you really don't need to overthink how audiences work and what they want when you're a commentary YouTuber. Not VTuber, commentary YouTuber.
How many people
Yeah.
still want to know how to like promote themselves, even though a lot of things is just history repeating itself.
Ado. Oh, it's
I
Ado,
think
sorry.
when it comes to like promoting yourself and like best practices, I feel like a lot of posts that do well are things that cause some kind of like emotion or some kind of reaction out of people, but that's not always like necessarily a good thing. Like,
Why should I try
my
to be
biggest
human while
fear, at
looking?
least for Twitter,
Why should I try to be human while you want us to be inhuman? That is so true. Exactly. Bro, Oshinoko is so meta.
is that people think that they have to vent post or make a call out post talking about drama to promote themselves, because Twitter is a very negative platform where people people go on there to either complain or get triggered by something, and it's very easy to fall into this negative loop of making self-pity
Exactly.
posts talking about how your content sucks and how nobody cares about you, basically having full-blown panic attacks on social media because it'll get likes and engagement. And as like a new VTuber, I could see how like joining the Twitter community, for example, and seeing all of that and getting pretty overwhelmed to be like, wow, this is like what I have to do to like get engagement. And like, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I've tested it out and it does work.
Yeah. Yeah.
But at what cost? It's super easy to complain about how you can't afford expensive models or how you feel bad about your content or oversharing a deep-rooted insecurity that you have, because more often than not, someone's gonna go out of their way to cheer you up, and like, that's not a healthy mindset to have about social media.
Yep.
There are better
Oh,
ways
yeah, yeah.
to vent out your
That
frustrations.
is true.
Like,
She's spitting
I
right
journal
now.
a lot, and I avoid vent posting on social media because I don't want to make people worry about me. Like, look, I'm not perfect, nor do I have the best situation over here. You can take my advice with a grain of salt.
Vent posting is good for people that are just in social media to make money. Because like a lot of whales, if they have whales, that is, they're gonna see that and they're gonna say, hey, have a 10,000 donation to cheer you up.
Like, for
Oh
all
my god, whaleson. Oh, mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you so much. I love you guys.
care. Like, the only thing that I care about is trying to at least help.
But
you out.
obviously, you guys are different.
At least I'm putting that
You
effort
guys are
rather than
special.
saying, yeah, it's like
Every
okay,
other
you
whale
know,
is
you
not
give up
special,
and
but
blah,
my
blah, blah.
whales
like,
are.
Actually trying to work things out, which is probably more than like what anyone else will ever do for you. Because if you find someone out there who is very kind to you, then cherish those people. Like, actually, like, cherish those.
Thank you,
people, because,
Tenza.
like,
Yeah,
things
thank you,
Twitter and stuff
Tenza,
on social media
Andre.
are so like negative. I want to use VTubing and my content as like a creative outlet to make a more positive impact rather than to make strangers feel sorry for me, because I don't know, like, I have a lot of shame about things that I struggle with, and people telling me that they feel bad for me makes me feel worse. So I don't like making content about my struggles personally, which is kind of weird because sometimes I do open up about stuff, but it's very difficult for me to, because I know personally when I go on social media, I don't go on there to see my Oshi crying and like being sad. Like, I go on there to escape from whatever it is that's bothering me currently and to distract myself, because maybe I'm already sad, you know? And because I know this, because I know people are coming on social media to distract themselves, I think about like whatever it is that they might be dealing with and how I could make them feel
One
better. I think the
Happini, by
best
the way, you
practice
too.
is to just
And
make the
Allegraza.
content that
Don't
the
think I
people you're
forgot about you
trying
guys.
to reach out to actually care about, because it's a double-edged sword.
You're a
open up
different
about
sort
your
of special,
problem. And I think
Pandora.
there's a time and place to be vulnerable with your audiences about stuff.
What will it take for you to quit your day job and go into VTubing full time? It takes a lot. I don't, this chat, my day job right now is like somewhat my dream job. So it's like, if I'm gonna leave this job, fucking VTubing better has an option to guarantee that I'm going to get the job that I want in the future, which is to be like I want to make movies and shows and stuff. Yeah.
That that you're going through, but depending on how you put it out there, it could potentially hurt you more in the long run. I know it feels very good to get all those negative emotions out right then and there and you feel better, But think about like the splash damage it causes to other people when you're letting that negative emotions out, especially if you're oversharing very private details that would be better to share with like a close friend or a therapist with. So when it comes to like social media, try to remember that if you want to be an entertainer, you need to focus on that kind of content. If you're just, again, trying to make friends, then you don't need to be a content creator. You just need to just talk to people and just socialize. They're two very different things. Hopefully that could kind of like help out a little bit. That is like a very difficult question to answer. So I'll make this one the last one. This is from Okina. Thank you so much, by the way, for being a YouTube member. Thank you. How does one use Reddit as a VTuber? What do you post to get actual positive?
Reddit scares me, so I never post there. Interesting. What does Mari say about this? I have an answer already, but what does Mari say about this?
Especially after my simple question got downvoted on the virtual subreddit, virtual YouTuber subreddit. So, like I said earlier, trying something once and having like a negative experience can make it very scary to want to do it again, but that doesn't mean that you failed. Like, and even if you did fail, that's not a bad thing. Like, I don't know, I feel bad to admit this.
There
but,
scares me. Weird flex. It's not necessarily a weird flex. Because every social media platform has their own negatives. In the case of Reddit, depending on the sub that you are, it's a very hive mind-ish fucking echo chamber mentality.
Follow a lot of people on Twitter because some of them would just post really sad stuff that would just trigger me, and to protect my own mental health I've had to unfollow and mute them. Like if you go to my Twitter likes, you'll notice I like a lot of cat videos, and I do that because I want to fill up my timeline with more cats.
I
Since
can't
seeing
watch
animal
the
videos
likes
like that,
anymore.
Photos and memes, it makes me feel less anxious. And I just mute content that I don't want to see. So my Twitter feed has been a lot better lately. Now, I know that your question is about Reddit, but the same logic can be applied to on there. I don't know what the simple question was that you had asked on Reddit, but I do know that if you make a post that looks like criticism, being super negative, or if it's really off topic from that subreddit, then people will downvote it. Like, whatever it is that you had asked.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
Been like,
well, that, I don't, okay, actually, you know what? No, I don't think that's pretty weird. I think people just have a very heavy emphasis, or they put too much stock on downvotes and upvotes. That's the thing. It should not matter. Because the thing about Reddit is that depending on where you are, right? One comment could have a shit ton of downvotes, while in a different community, it could have a shit ton of upvotes. You post something that's praising Pacific Rim in in r/Monsterverse, you're probably gonna get a lot of downvotes. But you go into the r/Pacific Rim subreddit, you're probably gonna have a lot of upvotes, or in r/Mecha.
Perceived as something like not very either entertaining, engaging.
I'm just using that as an
positive.
example, by the way.
It's a little bit different.
I don't actually know what's going on between those two subreddits. I'm just using that as an example.
Positivity mindset too. Like this is a very different thing. There is definitely whatever the topic was.
Yeah, your
must have
likes
made
are not
people very
public anymore.
angry.
Yeah,
That's like the only thing that I could think about why someone would downvote your stuff. Like they didn't like it. Like people are very picky.
Know your
with
place
curating
is
their
the
social media
word.
feeds, and they won't hesitate to block.
Yeah, know your place, or rather know where you are. On Twitter, that's a bit more difficult, but in Reddit, that's actually way easier. Because there's an option in Reddit where you can just see the subreddits that you follow.
If whatever you posted made them feel some sort of negative emotion. And sometimes you don't even do anything. Sometimes you literally could post like something super positive and people will still block you and have an issue with it. Like,
of course they will. Have you seen, bro, chat, have you seen like fucking every time Mr. Beast does something and like fucking Twitter calls it demonic?
Really
or that he's taking
important
advantage of
to pay
people?
attention to the vibes around the community
Jesus.
that you're trying to interact with on social media. Like I said earlier, people on the virtual YouTuber subreddit like memes. And when you make actual content for them on Reddit, not many, like, there's not going to be that many people that care about you going live, nor do a lot of them want to participate in pointless discussions. Like, I saw someone the other day ask why everyone hates Fillion on there, and it got, like, a downvote with a few comments on it. The question seems innocent enough, but if I had to guess, it's most likely because people on this particular subreddit don't want to entertain a discussion like that, and maybe that question belongs in a different subreddit or on a different social media platform altogether. I think, like, as a VTuber, you, or just, no, not even just a VTuber, just in general, observe how people use the social media platforms that you want to participate on, and see what actually gets like engagement, and then ask yourself why. And usually it's because people either learned something from it, it inspired them, it made you feel good while looking at it, it made you laugh, it made you feel like something, or it made you want to comment and share your own thoughts on it. It really depends on how you view engagement. A lot of people want to be complimented. A lot of people want
Ego
to be
stroke.
told that they're important and that
Yep.
like they're special. And that's not the reality of how social media works. A lot of the times people go on there to make themselves feel good and to make themselves feel better. That's why they comment negative things on your stuff, because it makes them feel better. Just like if you were to go and vent, it makes you feel better.
That is such a good take from Mari. Some people's way to make people go to social media to make themselves feel better. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, depending on where you are, a lot of other people's way to make themselves feel better is by making other people feel worse.
Like it's kind of like you got to understand people. That's really what this is about. If you want people to compliment you, if you want people to say you're a good person, you are the best, you deserve this and that, then there is like a certain way you have to make content that will get that kind of a response. And it doesn't have to be a negative vent post. If you want people to share your stuff, it needs to be funny and relatable for them.
Yeah, generally, this is like the advice that, yeah, depending on what you want to do in your content creating journey, what you want to be known for, who you want to be known for, what you want to do. Because the thing about VTuber or content creating advice, chat, is that a lot of the advice really boils down to what you're expecting and wanting, and a lot of the context and your desires to become a YouTuber or like content creator in general. There is no universal advice for anything when it comes to content creating. There isn't. There can be formulas, yes. We can tread on the path that has been, we can tread on the beaten path, like copying the strats and the things that a certain person that may have, that you wanted to become or emulate. You can do that, yes, but even then, you don't get a lot of the context or a lot of the things that that person may have done in order to reach that point. And if you don't know that and you're failing because you don't have those things, and it's like, then you start wondering why the fuck you're not popping off as them.
Hey, I want to send this
It's
to
weird.
my friend. I want to send this to my
Though
mom,
kind of
my
obvious
dad, my
advice.
dog.
Yeah, here's the thing. A lot of good advice is advice that is... Okay, here's the thing, chat. Good advice are the kinds of advice that you go, oh, why didn't I think of that? Sometimes, the good advice are the obvious ones. You know why? Because again, most people ask advice for validation reasons. And if you fucking cram the most obvious advice ever, especially if it opposes the sentiment or the narrative or the validation desire that person may have,
I want to show them.
which
this
again,
thing.
a lot
Like,
of people ask advice for, then
I don't know. Gosh, this is
that
like
often can be
such
a good thing.
long segment, and there's so much that I could go on about with social media, but maybe that's better for its own dedicated video if that's something that you're interested in. Because if it is, just let me know in the comments down below. Because I think I'm getting frustrated with this game. It's getting a little overwhelming. Like answering these questions are a little overwhelming, and just like
Online influencer courses are like, yeah, that is exactly the reason why the most generic fucking advice ever is being repeated over and over again. Hey, I'm depressed. I want to make friends. Can somebody help me? You know what other people are gonna scream advice for? Go to the gym. That's it. Go to the gym. Get some physical exercise. Boom. It's very obvious. Obviously, you need to exercise because, actually exerting physical effort releases brain chemicals that's gonna lighten your mood. You're gonna feel like you're actually doing something, progressing, showing a lot of progress, feeling productive, and that's gonna make you feel better. It's gonna combat the little. It sounds so obvious, and that's why people do it. I think the reason why a lot of people may not take advice or see advice as an obvious thing and still don't take it is because a lot of people, when they give off advice, they don't explain the reason why that certain advice works. You know? And I feel like that's important.
sometimes
When when you give advice to certain people, chat, you really need to break down why that works. And like an example as to that happening.
feel like
Down to a scientific detail if you have the knowledge for it.
people don't listen to what it is that I'm saying, so
But I don't
just gonna
wanna, true.
Take my advice with a grain of salt.
People,
the
when
end of the-
people ask for that sort of advice and they don't take it, they want an answer to they don't want an immediate answer to their solution. They don't want to work. They just want to have a button that can fix all their problems and have it be given to them. They want a magical one size fits all answer.
World, if like what I say does or doesn't help you, it's advice. At least I gave it. It's better than just telling you to F off and go figure it out yourself. Like, at least I tried. At least I tried, so I hope that could be helpful for you. Which, oh, well, look at the time. That's all I have for today. And
Alright, I guess that's it for Mariume's video. Yeah, that was a long stream, huh? Oh wow, that went on for 3 hours and 20-ish minutes. Wow, okay, we've been streaming for a while. That felt like 2 hours. That only felt like 2 hours, interesting. But I guess that just means that my stamina for streaming is getting better. Anyway, yeah, link the video, Nosagi. Oh yeah, true, I should link it. That's Mariume's channel. I have a problem. I need advice. Just pray. If you know, you know. Oh my god, fucking Filipinos. Yeah, I wouldn't take that advice. I mean, actually, honestly, sometimes that works. Sometimes that works. Chat, are you familiar with the concept of cosmic bliss? That is the reason why religions exist. People don't want to think about their future. They don't want to burden themselves with what they need to do or like what responsibilities they need to take in order to like, you know, be successful in the future. So you know what they do? They trust it to a higher being. They say, I'll just leave it to you, Lord. I know you have good plans for me. I call it cosmic bliss because that's basically entrusting the cosmic horrors of insignificance, of uncertainty, and getting it off your mind by, let's say, believing in a fictional or maybe not so fictional deity. I don't know if God actually exists or not. But yes, I call it cosmic bliss. I plan to make a video around it soon that's not VTubing related, but I feel like that's a topic that I really want to get into. See, chat, that's also one of the topic ideas that I kind of want to explore all these fucking philosophical themes and shit. Yeah. Throw the responsibility to the cosmos. Yeah, man, exactly. Because that shit works. That shit works, chat. It's not even necessarily a good thing. A lot of you guys may call it delusional, but there's a reason why, like, mental health problems back in the past are fixed by believing in a higher power. Because when you believe in a higher power, you can actually, depending on your circumstances, operate and function better. Because you're not thinking about your burdens. No, you just trust that it will get better somehow. It takes a lot of that burden out of your hands. You know the fact that sometimes in life you can't control everything, right? So you trust that someone, the thing that is controlling it, will just make it turn better for you. And it's especially common when you're poor in like poverty-ridden places. But that's not how I operate. That's not how I operate. Chat, believing in God did not put me in any. Again, no, offense to the religious people in here or anything. I feel like I'm in a conservative country that really believes in God, but I have never once felt the touch of a cosmic deity or feel favored by one. Yeah. That belief can be a placebo, but the result is still positive. Yes, exactly. That's why I think it's fascinating. Chat, here's the thing. I am very into religion. But not because I believe in a religion. It's just fascinating how people's minds work. I really do. I find it fascinating. That's why I study like demonology. I study the Quran. I study like all sorts of shit. Zoroastrianism. Stuff like that. Yeah, it's an entertaining. It's 100% an entertaining subject. It's actually like intellectually. It's also intellectually. How do I want to say this? Stimulating, depending on what you're reading it for. In any case, chat, that's really all I have for this stream. I have to go in a bit, and again, thank you for thank you for ending the thank you for donating, a lot of you guys. Holy shit, brother. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming into the stream. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for engaging. Thank you for like going with me reacting to these videos, and thank you for listening to a lot of the stuff that I had to say. Yes. In any case, I'm going to probably sleep or something. Stream ends without me getting membership. That is so unfortunate, Pandora Pan. Despacito, can we play Country Roads? Yes. So thank you to the people that donated again. Special thanks. I am about to have a semi, like, I'm going to have fun a little bit with the money that you guys gave. Especially because it's donations via Stream Element, so I can take it out immediately. I don't need to wait for a month to get it. But anyway, yeah, it's 2 a.m. for me, or about to be 2 a.m., so I need to sleep. Anyway, chat, I appreciate you guys. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.